All right. I think we're live. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you the YouTube link.
All right, bro.
Добрый вечер.
So, where's the text? Where's the text chat here? Oh, I guess this is it. Yeah. Okay. Got it. There it is. So here's the link, and let me share the StreamYard if somebody wants to hop on. Okay. So we're ready.
Yeah, it's working.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so let's make it more concise. Let's create a proposition. So my proposition would be that we should dispose of anything natural, such as forests, whales, sharks, alligators, swamps, mountains, trees, grass. I mean, if somebody wants to have grass in his backyard, I don't care. But in general, we as humanity don't need it. So it's a waste. It's a just a waste. It's better to have. It's better.
Yes.
Let me just finish. It's better for
Yeah.
humanity to have more skyscrapers, more factories, more office space, more roads, more highways, more airports, more technology. And obviously we should go to outer space and colonize the universe and take it over and do the same everywhere in the universe. Create a technoverse. The universe as it is poop. We need to pour content, make it beautiful, make it artificial, make it in our own image. Go ahead.
Well, my proposition would be that without nature, none of us would be currently alive, and to make a change such as large as getting rid of nature and making it completely artificial would be such a large undertaking that it may basically just spell doom out for the species.
I mean, I'm not saying let's do it. I'm just saying whenever there is an empty plot of land and people say, "Oh, it's natural." Like let's say there is a desert land. So some people say, "Yeah, let's leave it. It's nature. Let's leave it as it is." I say no. Let's build a skyscraper. Let's do something beautiful with it. I love
Mm.
skyscrapers or like a SpaceX factory in Boca Chica, like a spaceport or an airport or a shopping center. Like let's do something with it instead of just leave it as in like an empty plot of land with a bunch of bushes and a bunch of animals roaming around. I mean, that's that's completely boring.
Okay, that's a fair stance to have. However, I mean, just giving you an actual real life representation of what you are claiming to support. Are you aware that Dubai, right, the elites in Dubai, have paid pay a company that specializes in natural sciences to control the weather of the surrounding climate? Do you know that's going on currently?
Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube that they have like special offices from which they control the weather.
Yeah, so they use planes to basically hydrate the clouds that are around Dubai, and it results basically in better rainfall. Now, this better rainfall could be a good side effect of an artificial and like natural kind of thing. But the thing is, humans don't haven't created the billions of years in the making natural biome, right, that we currently live in. And as soon as Dubai started to meddle in this, it only has taken them about 10 years to realize that it's a bad idea because their experiments have led to a torrential rainfall, which ended up drowning a few people and basically flooding Dubai in a was essentially I mean, if you want, you can look it up. There was torrential rainfall in Dubai.
Yeah,
Many
yeah,
people got trapped because of it. There was a
yeah,
lot of property damage.
yeah.
And like you're saying, so you would like this property, this nature to be replaced by property. Well, articulating nature would then hence destroy this property and cause more problems for humanity than you would think.
Um, the fact that there was some sort of failure and people died, you're ignoring the flip coin, the other side of the issue where many people are alive and their lives are much better because we have technology. We don't know. I mean, I don't know the the complete story, but I can only imagine that when you control the weather, yeah, in general, you might have mishaps, and some of them, because of random fluctuations, some of them might become incredibly huge tragedies, but you also have incredible success. The fact that right, incredible success doesn't make the news. Good news is no news. And bad news is good money. So we usually there is a bias to see bad news. So it's not as yeah, it's what you're giving me is not scientific evidence. You're giving me an
Man, I love meat. I love
what we're seeing is
Ignoring that person.
yeah, that's good. So what you're giving me is anecdotal evidence, which is okay, but it's not it's not a scientific, it's not a rigorous analysis. So even this,
So,
hmm
just bringing you up on that about the good news is no news. It has been known for ages that this was a definitely huge undertaking, and it did work for some time, but a small little miscalculation led to the deaths of a couple people and millions in property damage. I mean, just look at Dubai.
hmm
Like most of it is basically just huge suburban areas filled with the most luxurious mansions and cars. So you could imagine that all of that effort they put in, a lot of these projects that Dubai does, they like for example, putting Bugattis in their police force or making entire artificial islands again, which I could bring up, and they are even questioned to fail because the ground of which they were built on, even though they thought it would be, even though everything that led to them saying that it was going to be stable, it's now suspected to be underwater in about 50 years.
hmm
So there is again, like, yeah, sure, there can be upsides to articulating nature. For example, we could maybe sustain entire ecosystems just at the tip, just at our fingertips. But again, you can never, like nature is constantly changing on its own, and it doesn't need us for input. When we start, when nature starts relying on us for it to like to keep it alive, you're going to get to a point where like we're going to need to be changing. For example, do you know that most plants require certain areas to grow because it's certain nutrients or certain lack of nutrients in the soil that they need to survive?
why do I care?
You care because okay, do you consume literally anything made from any type of plant tree, like a banana or pineapples, for example?
Yes, I eat
Like any fruit. Okay.
bananas. Yes.
Okay, so do you know that alone, a single plant, like a single tree, like a banana tree, alone, would probably require about 100 different types of soil change a single day, and that's just with our input. Nature can do that all around the clock, 365 days a year, with no input, right? And I mean, we've already got artificial ecosystems like little plant pots, like your mother might have like a little plant garden, or your father might have a little plant garden. Doesn't matter. Um, but when you look at that, right, what happens when humans get a bit lazy and they don't water these plants? They die. So all it takes is somebody for it to be a little bit lazy or cut a few corners, which they think might help because it's more leverageable for them. But once that leverage now turns into a complete catastrophe, considering the fact that now we've gone fully artificial nature, and this nature has now failed on us just because of a simple human error, it would just be a catastrophe, and it would just no. I mean, yeah, it could lead to temporary benefit, but we would basically be sent back to the dark ages in terms of famine when it comes to like crop survivability, because nature does all of that for like them itself. All we need to do is just go collect the byproduct of it and let nature regrow it. But no, with an artificial ecosystem, getting rid of these trees and creating our own. For starters, we would already need nature because we would need to take the plant cells from all of these different trees and plants and foods, and somehow create the perfect conditions that they require to grow. The only plant that we could technically survive off that wouldn't require basically any intervention, would probably be cactus. And I don't believe that the human population can suffice on just cacti alone because it does lack in a lot of nutrients. And considering the fact that even if you wanted to do a huge amount of factories, and obviously that means a lot more farming if you mean factory farming, if we increase the amount of factory farms that we already do by an existential amount to replace nature, we would most likely see the Earth dead and all life on it dead within a couple 100 years or so. And yeah, that seems like a lot of time. And yeah, you could make the argument, well, I'm not going to see it happen, so why should I care? Oh, you should care because every single little child that your family breeds into existence, they just get it closer and closer and closer towards this. They would just get closer and closer towards its death date, where the ozone layer can no longer sustain all the CO2 emissions we're producing, and our artificial trees, I guarantee you, would never be able to sustain the amount of oxygen output that the current natural ones do, and it would basically end up in a non-stop. Well, no, it would just end up in the earth getting its own grave, like pre-dug grave, essentially, because the sun would cook us alive as year by year temperatures will rise maybe 2 to 4 degrees, and in some places that would spell out death within 2 years, considering the fact that some countries that encompass a large, like a very, very large amount of the Saharan desert, or I forgot the one in that was in the America, that was in America, but taking away those countries, well, taking away the natural kept ozone layer
Wait,
by
wait.
replacing everything with factories. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're saying so much stuff. So I mean, you need to say something specific so that I can reply. I mean, I cannot reply to like you're bringing up so many things. So just like say one thing.
Right, I'll bring.
Let
Okay,
me just. Let me.
I'll.
You said
Mhm.
many things. I think the first one you said is that right. You going off on the idea that there was a mishap.
We couldn't perfectly recreate nature. That was basically my first point.
I don't know about that. I mean, if that's your point, why should I care? Why would
Hmm.
I want to recreate nature perfectly? I don't even know what that means. I don't like nature. I mean, I'm assuming you're not speaking to me right now from nature. So obviously you don't care about nature enough to stream from nature. I am not sitting in nature. I'm sitting in the opposite of nature. There's nothing natural in my environment. I'm sitting from my home office, which is beautiful, and that's how I like it. And there's absolutely nothing natural about it. It's completely like concrete and steel and glass.
Hmm. Hmm.
And so,
Right.
why should I care about recreating nature perfectly?
If I take away nature right now and everything single byproduct of it, I would probably fall about 3 stories.
That's not. That has
Um,
nothing to do with my argument. That's
it.
not. That's
I
nothing to
mean,
do
you
with my.
said that
No, no, no. Then
my
no. That's not my proposition. My proposition is we don't need nature. Nature in general, no one needs it, right? At this right now, there's very few people in the Amazon forest, whatever, in the Amazon, what do you call it? Jungle. There's
rainforest.
rainforest. There's very few people enjoying it right now. So it might as well not exist. Right now, there's very few people on the Himalaya mountains. It might as well not exist. Right now, there's very few people looking at any mountain range. So they might as well not exist. Right now, most of nature is not being enjoyed. So it might as well not exist. Now, we could use the space of the Amazon rainforest. We could use it to build a beautiful skyscrapers and everything that humans built and enjoy and actually enjoy. Humans can live in beautiful high-rise apartments and office space and shopping centers. That's what's beautiful, and we can enjoy it. I'm talking about just enjoying life. We can have more humans enjoying more of life and contributing to society, because if you have more office space, then you have more production. More humans can be more productive and create more inventions and change our lives, create more interesting websites like Discord and YouTube. So my proposition is not that we don't need any product of nature. Anything we need of nature, then we will artificially, as we do, we will artificially create it. Like if we need wood for building, then we go, we create forests, we manage forests artificially, and we'll harvest the trees and the wood. If we need bananas, then we have a field where we grow bananas, or we can even grow bananas in a skyscraper or even in a space station. We, or on the moon, or who knows where. So whatever. I'm just saying we can enjoy life more. What people do right now is people protect the earth and they protect nature, and they give up the joy of life in order for the bears to enjoy life. And that's what I'm against. I am against turning down the um, the joy of my life and turning up the joy of some bear's life or of some whale's life. I don't care about whales. I don't care about bears. I don't even like zoos. I think zoos are smelly places. I mean, if you want to have a zoo like that is clean, doesn't smell bad, fine. You can have your own private zoo. But in general, I think humans should stop protecting nature and should enjoy life more and destroy nature and take it over as we used to do and build more homes. So there's no one who's homeless, and build more so there's more space to live in and enjoy life and be more productive and go and conquer the universe and do the same all over the universe. And then you can build like your own private planet where you have bears. You can have nature if you want to recreate nature.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're debating right now. Could you?
Yo, I love meat, bro. Meat is so
I personally muted him.
Mm,
So
yeah. Anyway, that's my point. I'm not saying
okay, that's fair.
so that's my point. I
Mm.
think people I think there is a real problem where people are saying I'm going to live I'm willing for my quality of life to suffer so that the polar bear's quality of life will go up. And then people complain, "Oh, look at all the homeless. Look at all the homeless and all the whatever. All the people suffering." Yeah, people are suffering because people intentionally suffer so that the polar bears can have a good life. So don't complain that people are suffering after you made sure that people are suffering so that the polar bears don't suffer. I mean, you can't have both. In order to have a thriving civilization, we need to maybe warm up the planet a little bit and maybe destroy the north and the south poles. Maybe. So there you go. We shouldn't worry about it. It shouldn't be any of our concern. Who cares if all the polar bears are gone? We don't need them. We don't need mosquitoes. We don't need viruses. Most of the time. I don't need a polar bear. If somebody needs a polar bear, go buy a polar bear, keep a polar bear at home. I don't need a polar bear. I need skyscrapers. If we can melt down the North Pole and build skyscrapers, fantastic. Then I'm happy. I'd love to live on the North Pole in a skyscraper and look at the view. I'd rather there not be any polar bears when I go outside. I don't want to be chewed down by a polar bear. So for me, a polar bear is not different than a mosquito that bites me. I don't like being bitten neither by a polar bear nor by a mosquito. Both should be completely exterminated to the last of them.
Hmm. So, one of the main points I want to bring out from what you just said is the fact that we would be suffering more due to the people that want to protect nature.
Yes.
Okay, so without nature, we would be suffering tenfold than these people who, because I mean, personally, I'm what you would consider a human supremacist. I view humans over pretty much every other life form that has what you could maybe call basic sentience. But the thing is, if we're creating this artificial nature and replace it with all of these things. Well, all of these things are just going to amount to more human suffering. The more skyscrapers, as you had said, so sure, more housing. But guess what? This housing is going to probably be made only for the elites, and it's probably going to be a stupid financial endeavor. Also, may I say that with all of these huge buildings being erected, and nature being collateral, you would basically be living like a vampire, as there would be almost zero sunlight if we did dedicate all of our resources to creating this artificial world. Um, and my main point will still always be the fact that nature, no matter how much you say that you think we don't need it to survive, there is essentially no way on Earth we could survive without nature. So, like, you know what? Let me use a quick example. Have you taken like any medication in your life? Also, Archer, stay out of this one because he likes one. This guy likes one-on-ones. If you want to watch, sure.
Wait, but hold on. You said you brought up a good point. You said that if we build skyscrapers, it's going to be only for the wealthiest of us, right? You said that, right?
Hmm.
So, I mean, this goes into economic theory. So anything, any product that you create, you could say goes to the wealthiest. So if you made only one iPhone, so only the wealthiest person, right? There would be a bid, and it would go for like $1 billion, and only the wealthiest people could afford, or only one, maybe the very wealthiest person in the world could afford that iPhone. But if you create enough iPhones for everyone, so even at $2,000 a piece, everybody gets one. So the same goes for apartments. So if you only made one apartment, everybody would want it, and only the wealthiest could afford it. But if you make enough apartments, then there's going to be enough for everyone, and the prices would be rational. The prices will go down, when in supply demand curves, the more you have of a product, the lower the price. The more is produced of a product. For example, air. Air is free because there's so much of it. But diamonds are expensive because there's so little of it, or gold is expensive. So because there is a high demand, everybody wants gold, but there's very little of it, so it's expensive. Steel is less expensive because everybody wants steel, but there is enough of it for everyone. There is more of it. There's not enough of anything, but there is more of steel. That's why it's less expensive than gold. And there's stuff that is even more expensive than gold, than diamonds. I think the soil from the moon is even more expensive, or soil from Mars, or like soil from Venus. And if you could sell it, you could probably sell it for more than even diamonds per weight. So the more apartments you're going to build, the less expensive they're going to be. And if you have too many apartments, well, the price might go very close to zero, like air. Right now, actually, when you buy a home, a lot of what you're paying is for the land on which the home is built. The land is one of the most expensive components, one of the more expensive. I don't know, it depends where, and but it is kind of expensive. That's because there's not there is, right. It's very difficult to get land because the environmentalists are blocking the use of land. If we would be able to build just nilly willy anywhere, like in the Amazons, on the Himalayas, in Alaska, in the Grand Canyon, imagine you can build a skyscraper.
That's what we're doing. What?
Excuse me.
The
She said that's
Amazon
what we're doing.
rainforest is getting actively deforested. There's much less rainforest than we had like 30 years ago.
Well, my proposition is to completely demolish all of nature, and just build skyscrapers.
How are we supposed to?
Wait, Tabby, let me
How are we
do it.
supposed to? Okay.
Yeah,
So he says it's like a
yeah,
one-on-one thing.
we're doing one on one. So we're gonna finish soon.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Okay.
So what
Okay,
I'm
do you want
saying,
to finish off anything?
yeah, I'm just finishing off. So
Okay.
imagine you build a skyscraper right on the edge of the Grand Canyon. How gorgeous that would be! Or let's say you build a million skyscrapers all around the Grand Canyon, how beautiful that would be. And you can build entire cities right on the edge of the Grand Canyon and inside and next to it and whatever. It would be amazing. But because it's natural, it's preserved, and you can't live there. You can maybe I don't even think you can sleep there overnight. I don't think they even let you build a tent. But imagine they would let you build anything nilly willy. Then all the apartments, I mean, there's going to be enough apartments for everyone so that the housing cost would actually go down. And so, but even if we build apartments just for the very wealthy, so what? Who cares? I mean, there's always going to be something for the very wealthy, right? The first space station, that's going to be only for the very wealthy. And the first moon station, the first Mars station, that's probably going to be for the very wealthy. It's going to, right? Even Elon Musk, he says it's going to be $100,000 round trip to Mars. So who can afford that? Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So what I was say there before the original person kind of came in. Hold on.
Wait, what?
Sorry about that.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. So where I just had to speak to my mother. What I'm saying is, so have you ever, and I mean ever, had to take a single medication in your life, such as penicillin?
I don't think I ever took penicillin, but let's say I did.
Okay, so penicillin is made by bacteria sourced from plants that we currently cannot necessarily artificially recreate, which is why we rely on growing them out of, in the natural biomes in which they grow, and then we take what we can without destroying the surrounding ecosystem back and create medicine from it. Now, there may be certain ways of which we can create artificial penicillin in the plants that we use to create penicillin. However, that technology and the scale that we would need to do it on, I believe, would just like I said, you cannot completely get rid of nature because doing so would and like as you say would like replacing it with factories and all of these god awful things for CO2 emissions. And I mean, one of the things you did bring up before was steel. Steel produces so per 1 ton of steel, there's about an exchange of 1.4 tons of CO2 emissions that get released
Why do
as a
I?
byproduct.
Why do I care?
You'll care because like I said, in about a couple of years, if you replaced all current nature with factory skyscrapers, etc., if you replaced all of that with all of these things that are artificial, you could expect to not be able to breathe on Earth without a gas mask for 50, and you wouldn't be able to and the life expectancy would go down. You would live in
Wait,
misery. There would
wait,
be a
wait,
huge influx of
wait,
disease. Uh-huh.
wait. Let's assume it's true for some reason that we need gas masks. But let's say we're all going to be inside skyscrapers and closed spaces the whole day. So why should I care that the atmosphere outside is rich in CO2? Why should I care?
Hmm. Well, here's the reason you should care, because air is small. I mean, if you want to really bring up this point, I mean, I'm currently indoors. All of my windows are shut, and I'm still breathing. But according to your point, I shouldn't be breathing because there's no current connection between me and nature right now.
No, I'm not saying. I mean, you could have artificial oxygen if right, we could have artificial oxygen, but I mean, I don't have anything against oxygen. I just don't care if there's going to be high concentration of CO2. If it doesn't bother me, then it doesn't bother me. Fine. I'm not. I see people are writing that there's going to be pollution. No, I want to have clean air because I like clean air. But I don't want to have polar bears because polar bears are a pest. Polar bears are dangerous. I want to go live in the North Pole and not get chewed down by a polar bear. Just like I don't want to be bitten by a mosquito. I want to exterminate mosquitoes, polar bears, and whales, and all of nature. Nature is disgusting and dangerous, and I don't need it. That's all I'm saying. I don't have it. I like oxygen, so I'll do my best to have clean air because I like clean air. But I don't like polar bears. I mean, polar bears are cute. You can watch videos, so I'll have videos on YouTube of polar bears. And if someone has a private zoo where he grows polar bears, I'll come and pet them if if it's not dangerous, if they're young and stuff. But I don't want there to be polar bears roaming around endangering humans. That's what I'm saying.
Right, fair enough. Just thinking about one of the points I can take from that. So you're talking about wanting to go into the going to the Arctic and basically encounter no danger, right?
And doing what danger? And encountering.
And no, encountering no danger. You wish for there to be no
Yes,
danger, and nature is
yes.
dangerous,
I
so
want
therefore no
to.
nature.
I
Okay.
I actually want to warm up the planet so that the North Pole completely melts, and we can go live there and have a good time. I don't want there to be polar bears. I want there to be humans, just like we have humans in New York.
Okay, so the thing is, that place naturally barely gets anywhere above zero. So you'll anybody who does live there or in these skyscrapers, these mythical skyscrapers you talk about, they will essentially be living in the worst I'm pretty sure you'd rather be homeless in New York than live in a skyscraper with artificial nature in the Arctic. And also, I guess you could say,
No,
yeah, sure.
no,
You
no,
don't care.
no,
Well,
no,
you want
no,
breathable air, right?
no, no, no. If a human lives in an enclosed environment such as a skyscraper in the North Pole, then it should not be any different than any skyscraper in downtown Manhattan. There should be no difference. If there is no difference, then that's what I want. I want there to be no difference because both are fun. Both are both are terrific. I can live and work and 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 go about my entire life in the North Pole just as much as I do it in New York, just as much as people could then do it also in the Sahara Desert. The entire planet should become one big city. There's no reason why not. We should reclaim all of nature. And I'm not saying we should have a lot of pollution. There should be zero pollution. Why should there be any pollution? I don't see a reason to have any pollution. With today's technology, there should be zero pollution.
With today's technology, there's more pollution because to make technology, that in turn produces pollution. And also, I apologize for using CO2 as a pollutant. CO2 is actually a greenhouse gas.
Yes,
So
ex- but I'm saying with today's technology, there should be zero pollution. Like, what? Give me an example of any pollutant that you cannot recycle with today's technology.
do you have like a single study that shows that?
What do you mean study? I'm asking you for an example. What do you mean study? I mean, I'm curious. What
No,
can you not
you're saying that we can live without
That's why we will be here.
um all of this. No,
like?
we're not
Hello.
people like that.
Hello.
I've seen recycled centers with my own eyes. There's videos of recycling centers. They take old computers, they crush them into dust, and then they separate the dust particles into gold
Wait,
and
seriously?
excuse me?
Seriously?
Ignore them, just mute them. They're trolls.
Okay.
No, 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 my bad, my bad. I'll be quick.
Okay. So you can
If people
Can I
wait a second,
debate?
please, Mr. Slick. If people want to have a discussion about veganism, we can move to the channel up above. I'm going to
Yeah,
go back
think
to the questions.
yeah, we've actually been debating for a while. It's like 40 minutes already. So I think we're done. I think we both made our points, right?
Fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, it was good.
I'd love to talk as an environmental science student.
Excuse me?
Oh,
I would love to talk about this as an environmental science student.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't.
so who's
I
pro
guess like
meat
I wouldn't.
here? I'm confused.
Oh my god, let me read this guy.
What's your cat's name?
I just. Oh my god, my camera fell over. No.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I just
So.
wanted to living. I'm so sorry. Okay, I can mute people now.
Wait,
Sorry.
sorry, Fine. You. What did you say? You're muffled.
Oh, sorry,
your
I
cat's
just
name?
realized we're in Friendly Vegan. I can mute people.
I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, the
I'm
problem
not a friendly
is
vegan. I like
the
to eat
main
meat. I
problem
fucking rape
is
animals, and I
there's
like to
hard.
kill them.
You would have to. Oh my god. Let me turn this person down. Our main power sources are mostly fossil fuels, and they almost all of them cause pollutants, and so we would have to find another renewable source so we don't have pollutants in the air because um we used to have a lot of sulfur. Like, you remember acid rain? That used to be a thing in like the early 2000s and the 90s.
Yes, I remember the
This
hype.
hmm?
I remember the hysteria. I don't know the science.
Hysteria.
Yes,
What do you mean okay,
remember
well, the
the
science
hysteria.
is that
I
there was a
was
lot of
I was a part
there
of
was a mhm.
I was a part of the hysteria. I thought it was like everybody else. I thought it
uh
was like a big deal. I don't know today in hindsight. I don't know if it was anything. I honestly don't know.
okay. So basically what acid rain is when sulfur and nitric oxide gets released into the atmosphere,
What?
it combines with water. It combines with water
I remember that.
and it rains down on sediments and rocks, and it acidifies the soil and hurts our like land structures. Like the Statue of Liberty literally had to get a facelift because it was getting acid rain. Like all these Mount Rushmore and just general like tourism places and like um plants were getting messed up.
Why did it stop?
That's why it was a big deal because there was so much.
Why did it
Okay,
stop?
so what we started to do, okay, the reason why it stopped is because we started requiring coal production plants to have industrial scrubbers. So industrial scrubbers, I can show you a picture. They put the gas, like the dirty gas, in like this chamber, and we put fresh water that rains down on it, so it makes the sulfur, the sulfuric acid, and the nitrates go down in a sludge.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm trying to find it right now, like a
Do it.
explanation.
No,
So
you,
most of
I,
our air is now
you don't need.
free.
I understand. You don't need to show.
Excuse me,
You don't need,
Tabby. I have a
I'm not
question.
asking for evidence. I understand. Okay.
Okay,
Tabby, I have a
it just
question.
I'm just showing a visual, so it's easier to see what I mean.
Excuse me, I have a question.
But basically, besides that, the issue of CO2 mainly is because if the world heats up, then it will further cause more heat waves done to people, and we will have, as there's already a lot of heat waves going on right now because of like our climate getting way warmer. So we would have much more
Yeah.
fiercer heat waves, and then it makes it easier for mosquitoes and other bugs to evolve and spread diseases. And if we're so cramped up in spaces and we're running out of resources, then a lot of disease could happen. And like deaths.
Okay. So you're
Mhm.
saying that the heat will cause mosquitoes and illness. Well, so if
Mhm.
my proposition is to build more skyscrapers and ignore the heat. Let there be heat, but everybody will, everybody basically in modern society, everybody is mostly indoors. And if you build
Mhm.
a lot, if you build a lot of closed spaces like skyscrapers for homes and for offices and for factories, then you don't have a lot of cramping of humans. Cramping? Like you don't have a high density. The density of humans is if there's not a lot of living space, so a lot of people inside a small living space, then there's exchange of diseases and then you have plagues. But if there's enough living space, so each person has, his own big apartment, his own big office, big car, everything is big, and there's a lot of separation between humans, so there's very actual low density, and then you have very low probability of plagues and diseases.
I just, I don't know. I don't even. I'm just trying to conceptualize the idea of killing the entire like ocean that produces our oxygen and like
No, I didn't say that.
forests because they produce so much.
No, I didn't say that. I
Well, okay, you didn't.
no, I didn't say.
Well, you're talking about like taking down all of the forests and replacing them with. Okay,
No, 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 no. I'm look.
you're just saying on its own. Go ahead.
I don't care. Look, in the ocean, sometimes you have sharks killing people. I don't like that. So we need to exterminate.
Yeah.
We need to exterminate sharks.
Well,
Sometimes.
well. Okay.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh, so when you have a lot of CO2 in the water, this will also cause ocean acidification in the ocean because the ocean absorbs all of the air content
Well,
and it dissolves it. So fish can breathe, all these animals can breathe. So when there's a lot of CO2 going in there,
I don't
it
believe. I
produces
don't. Okay.
carbonic acid.
I understand. I understand.
Mhm.
Look, there is a problem anytime you say CO2 and global warming and ocean acidification. All these things are. It's not just highly politicized; it's toxically
What?
politicized to such an extent that I have zero idea what's going on. So I'm completely shutting down whenever someone says global warming, CO2, ocean acidification. These terms are completely meaningless to me because of the super hyper toxic
What?
politicization.
I'm not even. Yeah, I'm not even talking about. I'm explaining the concept from a scientific basis
I'm
because I've
ignoring.
taken
I'm
a
ignoring.
whole
I'm.
college
Ign-
class.
I understand.
You're
I'm
ignoring the
ignoring.
education,
No,
or
no,
like, because I'm not even. This is a neutral position. I'm explaining the concept
I understand.
of how it
I don't
works,
believe.
and it is affecting
I
the
don't.
planet.
I don't believe there is any scientific evidence for ocean acidification.
Ocean acidification.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Let me find it for you. Yeah,
What are you gonna
sure.
find? No, no. Just tell me what you're gonna find.
What do you? I'm gonna find a lot of sources because this is a taught subject. This
Yeah,
is a
sure,
huge issue.
sure, sure. Give me an
What
example.
do you have a preferred?
I'm listening.
Do you have a preferred
You tell
an
you.
example? Okay, so you know what coral bleaching is? Do you know what
No,
coral bleaching is?
no. What is that?
Okay, so it happened. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's the heating. Sorry. So there's also the issue of a lot of mollusks and what is it called? Mollusks and shelled creatures dying because they're getting acidified. Let me find something for that. I don't think coral bleaching necessarily. That's more of the heating of the water. My bad.
Okay.
So mollusks and shelled creatures die a lot when the pH goes down, because it's their shells are made out of calcium, and obviously, like
Let me
when
ask you.
acid
Let me
goes in something of calcium,
let
it
me ask you.
dissolves. Hmm.
Let me ask you. What's going to be the result
Yeah.
of ocean acidification that's going to influence my quality of life?
Okay. So it will start killing off the ecosystems
Ha-
in the ocean,
Wait a minute.
and the
Wait,
ecosystems produce.
wait, wait, wait,
Yes.
wait. Let me just understand the audio issues. When I say wait, can you hear me? Because it always takes me a while.
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
Oh, but there is like,
There might be like a delay. I don't know.
I see. So has so you're claiming that there is evidence for ocean acidification. Hold on. So let's assume you're right, and ocean acidification has begun. Therefore, according to you, my quality of life should already have been degraded due to this existing phenomenon that has been occurring, according to you, namely ocean acidification. So, my quality of life right now has been degraded. Can you prove that to me? If not,
Very slightly.
then it's completely meaningless. Then I'm going to again. I'm sorry.
Well, it's going.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Well, okay. Well, ocean acidification specifically, we probably have enough ocean before like a lot of like in our one lifetime, like I don't know, for your next 60 years,
Then,
you'll probably
then
be
I
all right. But the future,
don't care.
immediate future,
Then I don't. Honestly,
okay.
it's not
Cool.
like I'm not being mean. I honestly don't care. I have much bigger issues than something that might potentially happen to my grandchildren. I'm sorry. That's not
Not grandchildren, not grandchildren.
60
If
years.
not your next spawn,
60
your next
years.
spawn.
60
I eat
years.
hamburgers. I eat hamburgers.
Oh my god,
If
I'm
you
gonna
if you
piss me
would
off.
say 6 years, I would say I'm going to ignore it until I feel it. But if you say 60 years,
You're
that,
gonna ignore it until
yes,
when you feel
yes.
like environmental effects, you
Wh-
can't turn it back.
Why not? Why not?
It's gonna be hard to do
Why is it hard to do?
because it's usually too late.
Why?
It's usually too late because it takes a long time to recover. So like when
So
carbon
something. Wait,
is
hold on.
combusted,
Wait, hold on. So you're saying, let's say something could happen in 6 years, but we then, if we notice it, it would take us more than 6 years to reverse it. It would probably take us 6 days. If something,
yeah.
if something
What do you mean
happens,
6? Okay,
if
go ahead.
something happens without our intention in the span of 6 years, until we begin to notice it, we could probably turn it around in about 6 hours or 6 minutes or
We,
thereabout.
I'm gonna use example with the carbon cycle.
It
Then
doesn't matter.
it takes like
It
a
doesn't
few
matter. Look,
mere
it's not. That's
minutes
not. Look.
to come.
That
Yes,
I
it does because
look.
it's a natural process.
Okay. I
Some of these things take
I
natural
don't.
long time.
You're
Yeah,
trying, with all due respect, you're trying to convince me about my quality of life. I'm not convinced. My quality of life. I have
I'm
a
trying.
list.
Hmm.
Hold on. I have a very long list of issues regarding my quality of life. What you're saying, the evidence that you're presenting to me, it brings it to the very end of the end of the end of my list. I have so many other things that I care about way before I could care about something that you are currently presenting the evidence for. So after having listened to your evidence, even if I take it super seriously, it's at the very bottom of my last list. It's so meaningless.
So heat waves don't matter to you. because we can't really. People are not really trying to manage or make a bunch of skyscrapers for the heat waves. Many people are dying from heat waves across the world right now. And it's going to get worse as the temperatures increase and more CO2 is put into the atmosphere because it takes a very, very long time for that carbon to get put back because we have less trees and then less cyanobacteria, etc.
So, do I care about heat waves? No, I don't
Yes.
care. No, I don't care about heat waves. If someone dies because of a heat wave, then it sounds like a super unhealthy person that would have died.
What?
I mean, who died
I
of
did
a
not.
heat wave? Like, it sounds like a very sick person on the verge of death, and anything would have nudged them into death. That's what it sounds like. And for humanity to stop everything and and deal with it is ludicrously ridiculous. It makes 0.00 sense that because of someone is on the verge of death and anything can kill them, and a heat wave killed them, anything could have killed them. A mosquito bite could have killed them, statistically speaking. So a heat wave killed them? And because of that, humanity needs to turn around? No. That's
That's not what I'm saying.
okay. So what are you saying?
So basically, if you aren't properly ventilated, like some people can't even like afford an AC, and then the demand of AC goes up and the price goes up, right?
But that's
So
but why?
heat wave.
But wait, I mean, it's not an act of God that energy costs are going up. Energy costs are going up because environmentalists like you are forcing energy costs to
No,
go.
we're not.
What do you mean you're not?
No, we're not.
Of course you are. Of course
It's
you
because
are.
of the demand and the supply and the scarcity of fossil fuels
Yes,
that
I
it's
mean,
going on.
no, that's not the reason.
We don't. Why would we want to increase non-sustainable like energy? What? Okay, but I didn't even get to the main point of it. Like the reason why is
No.
because people go outside and they don't realize and get heat strokes. I'm pretty sure healthy people can get heat strokes
Okay,
when
so
they get hit by the sun
don't go outside in the
because people
sun.
go outside.
Don't look if the look stupid people do stupid things, and I can't help it. People are gonna like some people jump out of airplanes without parachutes for, and they think that's fun. I'm not gonna change the planet. I'm not gonna destroy civilization because of that. Don't go outside when it's so hot without water, without don't go outside. Why are you outside? If you're stupid, then
Because sometimes
unfortunately,
they have to or they can't afford AC. Some people can't afford
that
AC and that's
okay. So we
an
need
issue.
okay. So that I already responded. That's because of environmentalists like you. You're telling government to stop oil, right? You are essentially part of the movement.
No, I'm not.
Maybe you
But
personally
I agree with the message.
exactly. So you agree with
Yeah, but cooling down the world will make it more affordable to have the energy then. Like, I don't, okay.
you look, you are part of Stop Oil. So when you stop oil, basically just means make oil more and more and more expensive because the US doesn't produce it. So we need to buy it from other countries that just the transportation costs more. So you're increasing the price of energy. Stop oil means build more solar systems that cost more. You're increasing
Yeah,
the price of energy. So you're reducing the access
indeed.
to exactly. So you're reducing the access to AC. So you cannot come to me and complain. Look at the people who cannot afford AC after you did it. That's ridiculous.
But they're not going back, they're not eliminating oil. But if it does increase, then we won't need AC if the earth cools down by a lot.
That doesn't
Or
make
maybe not by a lot, but
okay, that
like
does look.
it will be less bad.
Okay, but you
We won't need
it does
AC if we have cooler and use more efficient
but
like we don't necessarily need AC to cool down. We can also use passive my bad, press wrong thing. Like using trees in front of
look
like your house
what you're saying
to block from the sun.
look
Mhm.
what you're saying is humanity should turn around and change its ways so that we can live without AC.
We can live.
Without AC.
So
Because
our future generations can live and we can live better lives, yes.
okay. Wait, hold on.
We can still kind of have AC, just don't use it too much.
Why not?
We shouldn't rely on it
Why? What do you
because we use a lot of energy. We're using limited amounts of energy.
what?
Fossil fuels are a limited resource,
what?
a non-renewable resource.
So what?
Then it will all deplete. We're like by like maybe
So
2050 around there, we're
what?
gonna run out of fossil fuels.
Who cares?
Then we'll have no more energy.
So what?
Then we'll have no more energy. What?
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. That's
I
not
don't
true.
do not.
That's not true. We have nuclear energy, and there is other forms of
Yes.
energy, and your claim that we're running out of fossil fuel is incorrect. But even if it were correct, there's other
What are you
forms.
talking about? We are running out of
How do you
fossil
know?
fuels.
How do you know that we're running
But
out
yes,
of
they're
fossil fuels?
because it's a non-renewable resource.
How do you know we're running out? But maybe there's so much more. How do you know? How do you know how much there's still more underground? How do you know?
As I haven't like looked up all of it, but I've seen that.
But they keep discovering. They keep discovering more, and they keep discovering more ways of using what we have, and they keep becoming more efficient, needing less. We're not running out of anything. But even if we were, we have alternatives. There's alternatives.
We have alternatives, but the damage is going to be done.
What
the damage of releasing
What damage?
carbon emissions.
Why do I care about carbon emissions?
This is going to be circular. I'm done. Someone else can talk to you. I'm done. I'm not conceding. We can agree to disagree. I'm hanging out with my friends.
We don't agree to disagree. You're conceding. You're leaving. You're leaving a debate.
No, I'm not. Yeah, bye.
Anybody else wants to talk?
Probably not with you.
I find it funny that you were discussing whether like climate change and things like that actually happened or not.
Wait, I can't hear you.
You answered. You can hear me?
I'm because her volume was really high. So let me raise. Your volume is low. I'll raise mine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said that I find it funny that you were both discussing like whether, from what I understand, whether climate change is a real thing or not, like that kind of things. From what I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, you answered, I don't care about these things like quite a lot. I find it like a bit weird.
I wouldn't say.
I understand that you might not care, but I don't find it really relevant to the conversation, if you know what I mean.
I wouldn't phrase it, I don't care. I would phrase it as a question, why should I care? Honestly, it's an honest question. Why should I care?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a fair question.
So even if we have global warming, why should I care? Even if we have ocean acidification, why should I care? Even if the polar bears are exterminated, why should I care? Even if we have no more green on the planet, why should I care?
Yeah, can you tell me why I should care about staying alive?
No. I asked you why should I care, not why you should care.
yeah, it's not really possible to answer that kind of questions, right?
Mm-mm. That's incorrect. Some people.
Okay, so could you answer why should I care about anything? Choose the thing that I should care about and explain to me why I should care.
The mathematical analysis that you go through when you decide if to live or die is the basic, that's the basic question of the science of economics. So basically, a person that decides to kill themselves, usually it's because the math.
Wait, please wait. I think okay, what you deny is the impact of like climate change and all of that. Like you would care if it was as bad as it is portrayed to be, but given the current evidence that you think we have, you don't really care about the low consequences. Is that correct?
I'm not following. You asked me to explain to you why you should care about living or dying, if I understand correctly. I was beginning to explain to you the mathematics of.
Yeah, but then I realized that it was maybe not that relevant for you to explain that to me, because maybe I'm confused about your motivation when you say, why should I care?
Okay, so you want to ask a different question?
Yeah, so okay, you say that you don't really care about the consequences of global warming because
No,
you
I asked
think the
why should I
consequences
care?
are not really bad,
No.
right?
I'm saying, why should I care? Let's say the consequences are terrible. Why should I care? Like at the end of the day, anything you say, oh, it's going to be terrible. Okay, but it's also going to be good, right? So global warming is caused by an industrial civilization. We're industrial, and this part of this industry is the fact that I have where to live. I have an iPhone. I have a laptop. I'm talking to you through. So this whatever terrible consequences are entailed by global warming, there's also good consequences that are entailed. And the question becomes mathematical. I do a balance sheet. There's going to be so many things that are positive because of industry, and there's going to be so many terrible things because of industry. And then I do the balance, and every day humans decide it's worth it. The good outweighs the bad mathematically.
Well, I don't think they decide it's worth it all the time. I don't think a lot of them are doing this full calculation. I don't think a lot of them even know how much harm they're doing.
I don't think there's any.
That's because
I don't think
most
there's
people
any
are not
harm.
able to think about their actions.
I don't think there's any harm being done. I mean, you have to really define harm. I don't think CO2 is harm. I don't think global warming, if it exists, is harm. I don't think any of the harmful things entailed by an industrial civilization are harmful. I think it's nonsense. There's nothing harmful. Give me an example. Give me an example of whatever harm is caused by our industrial society. Like you could say, like the heat waves. Okay, yeah, I guess heat waves. If you don't like heat waves, if you live, I don't know, if you're very old and you're on your deathbed, then maybe you don't like heat waves. Yeah, but most people don't care for heat waves. It's like it's not the best, or a cold wave. It's not like whatever, and it's whatever for most people. For 99.99999% of the people, there's probably more nines, but for most of us, we just don't care because we live a good life with or without heat waves and cold waves. We just don't care unless environmentalists enter the picture and take our energy and make our energy costs go through the sunroof, go through the roof, and then our lives become miserable, and then we do care. But that's because of the intervention of the environmentalists, which are you guys. So you guys are making things harmful. You guys are being harmful. You are harming society. It's not the nature of an industrial civilization that is harming society. That's it. Who was I speaking to? Oh my god. So everybody's gone silent. That's it? Anybody wants to discuss anything else?
Oh, I just got here. What are you talking about?
We can talk about
Climate change?
anything. I'd rather not talk about the same thing. What do you know about Gaza? Whose side are you on?
Um, probably
Bro,
the
you just
probably the Gazans.
You're with the Gazans?
Hmm.
you mean Palestinians?
Yeah, the
Palestinians?
innocent
You're with the
Palestinians.
Palestinians?
Yeah.
So you are level 99 vegan?
Yeah, I mean, do you agree?
Do I agree? I'm actually on neither side. I'm actually not taking a side on this one. But
Womp womp.
present to me. I mean, the question is, I mean, I can from you the way you're presenting your answer. So you're not really fully up to speed on this issue, right? You don't know all the facts. You barely know the facts, and your intuition is the Palestinians, if I understand.
Oh, great. Oh no.
Um, yeah. Well, I mean, you can educate me if you want.
Um,
Or, I mean, are you up to speed?
yeah, I'm the most fluent guy on the planet on this topic. No kidding, honestly. But
Because we get a lot of the people from politics who are like Jew haters in here. So like just by default, they're against Israel.
that's interesting. That's interesting. I'm actually, by the way, I'm streaming live on YouTube. Are you aware of that? Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I should have read your bio. My bad.
Yeah, here's the link. Is that okay? Is that okay? You're being
Yeah, go for it.
okay. What happened? I mean, can you go look at my stream for a second? Because this user TOPH, how do I get rid of it? Like I'm trying to go back to the room view, but I can't see the room view. What do I do to get back to the room view? Like escape doesn't help.
Look at the top.
Just-
At the top of your screen, there is a like an icon with some, like, yeah, at the top of the
Oh,
channel.
grid.
Are some
Oh,
icons.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm such a novice about this. All right, so yeah, but the
It's not
Gaza.
very intuitive.
Excuse me.
It's not very intuitive. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand why.
Usually,
Fine.
escape would bring you back to the normal view.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, level 99 vegan. Do you want to ask me questions about the situation? I'll try to get you up to speed.
It wasn't muting.
Level 99 vegan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, I'm here.
You want to ask
So
me? Go ahead, ask me questions.
yeah, I mean, like, what's your understanding of the history there?
So I think the history is completely irrelevant, right? It's just like imagine in the United States. I'm from the United States. So imagine in the United States there is, I guess, two groups of people. Let's say any two groups of people might have some beef. I don't think it's a good idea to ask let's look at the history. I don't think it's a good idea to look at the history. It's a good idea to look at the history to, as a good, as a friend. Like if you have, let's say let's say I'm black and you're white. So just as a friend, maybe, I mean, imagine two people who are black and white and they're friends. Should they care about the history? I mean, why is that relevant? I don't. I honestly don't see how that's relevant. Why is the history relevant? Do you?
I
Do you
just I can understand like a bird's eye view about this topic before going into it. Like I don't, like what's going on today. I don't know. There's a lot of propaganda potentially on either side, so like we got to make left from right. But oftentimes, we do a historical analysis, at least from primary sources, it's going to be like we're gonna have clarity right out of the fog of war. It's not so clear.
um. But yeah, I understand that you really want. Okay, let me ask you this. Let's say two children come to you. Let's say they come to you as as the judge. They're having a fight and they're coming to you as the judge, and they're saying, please tell us what to do. We're having a fight, and we decided that you're gonna resolve the issue. So in that case, you can say, okay, kids, tell me what happened, and they'll tell you the story. And this is like comparable to you asking, okay, what's the history? Let's figure out the history. Okay, but that's one case. If you have two kids that are fighting, what do you do then? They're fighting. They're fighting each other. What would you do?
Find out who started it, who escalated. Like, gotta find out what's going on. Potentially penalize both sides, or try to form an understanding of how, if it's a tit for tat thing, like how that happens.
So all the answers, I believe, are incorrect. So when you see two kids fighting, the best thing is not to interfere, not to intervene, not say or do anything. Like let them resolve it. Let them figure it out. Like if you see two people fighting, I mean like arguing, like let them figure it out. I mean they're two adults, let them figure it out.
Oh, like if you were supplying like weapons to one side, like you're not letting them figure it out, are you?
Um okay, so don't. I mean if you don't want to supply, don't supply. If you feel that's the right thing to do. But hands off. Like don't help them.
Yeah, I mean, but given we've had a very hands-on approach.
So I mean, okay, I mean, but I believe the best thing is hands off. Don't help them, don't hurt them, don't say anything. If they come to you and they tell you, okay, you figure it out, you tell us what to do, that's different. As far as I know, they didn't come to you. Like they're having a beef. What?
Unmuted, by the way.
What?
Oh, I think Toph left. Oh, Toph left, but wanted to be unmuted. But yeah, I think
I
you muted
unmuted them. I unmuted them.
Okay.
So, I think in general,
if you want to have a hands-off approach, just like be consistent with that. Have a hands-off approach, and if we've had a hands-on approach, like, are you in favor of stopping, like sending arms to Israel?
as far as I know, there would be a problem with that because there is a contract. The USA signed a contract with Israel that in return for the peace that Israel made with Egypt, Israel will receive, I think, $3 billion worth of military aid every year. So that's part of the contract. If you want to dissolve that contract, then the peace treaty with Egypt is dissolved, and Israel gets back the Sinai Peninsula. And probably with all the oil money that Israel lost through all these years, that's at least $3 billion worth of oil every year. So
yeah, but if you're consistent about that, then why wouldn't you be okay with that?
Excuse me?
What's the asymmetry between, because you want to have a hands-on approach here, because there's going to be some other conflict in Egypt, but in Palestine you're like, I'll just let him. But then you're also okay with funding one side heavily. Like you're not impartial.
I'm not.
You,
No, I'm
you,
saying.
you appear impartial, but you're not.
Wait. No, I'm saying there is. No, you can do whatever. Like we can come out of this discussion. Any way you decide. I'm just letting you know. If you dissolve single side, if you unilaterally dissolve the your contractual obligation towards Israel due to the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt, then you're dissolving it's a three-way peace treaty. So you're dissolving the peace treaty. So Israel gets back the entire Sinai Peninsula. That's like 10 times the size of Israel. That's a huge plot of land. I mean, Israel gets it back. And so, but if you want to do that, that's fine. But just be aware of the fact that comes with the territory. That comes with your decision.
Well, like, why not just let them have a hands-off approach then?
Who?
Like, why are you not? Aren't you consistent about that?
In general, I'm very much pro hands off. I'm completely obviously I'm hands off. But there is the USA signed a contract with Israel and Egypt. That's the Israeli-Egypt peace contract. So you want hands off. You want to stop giving Israel the $3 billion worth of military equipment that you promised as part of Israel agreeing to give back the Sinai Peninsula to Egypt. That was part of the deal. So you want to renege on that side of the deal. So just expect Israel to take back the Sinai Peninsula. That might cause another war. Egypt might not take it sitting down. Egypt might, you might have another conflict. Just be aware of that. If you're pro hands off, then you should be fine with that. Now, it happens to be that Israel basically almost conquered Egypt. So Israel might conquer.
I don't. This isn't my standard. I'm not pro hands off.
Oh, you're not.
Like you're the one. You're the one who said that.
Then you're causing every conflict, in my opinion. See, every time there's children fighting and you intervene, you're exacerbating the problem, and you're becoming the cause of the conflict. You need to be hands off. You need to let people resolve their disagreements. Any which way they decide to resolve their disagreements. Anytime you get involved, now it's your fault because you got involved.
I mean, we've done this with even wild animals in nature, right? We've had a hand in introducing invasive species and then wiping out natural predators or disbalancing the ecosystem.
Yeah.
The solution now is not well, we've knocked over the entire domino stack. Let's just continue to let's just opt out now. Well, we've already tipped the first domino. We can't really go back. We should probably try to amend things. And then we can have after amendment, we can have a hands-off approach. Right. I think that applies here, right? If we're funding children having their fucking head blown off, probably stopping that would be a really good start.
But I just showed you.
That would be another.
I just proved to you. You're going to create a new conflict between Israel and Egypt. You're not going to resolve anything. You're just going to add another frontier to this conflict. Theoretically,
Israel's just a shit disturber, right? And you leveraging, or it's almost like
No.
It's almost like coerce. It's like
No.
coercion by force.
No.
Because like
No.
Israel will provoke. Well, I mean,
No.
like Israel provoked us to go
No.
into Iraq. Israel
No.
provoked
No.
this
No.
war. They provoked pretty much everything, right? Like
No.
they're. You have to
No.
admit they're like the main instigator and culprit
No.
behind
No.
every single escalation, every single
No.
like.
No. No. I
Yes,
just
there's like resistance forces
no.
retaliating like throughout
No.
time.
No. No. Everything was perfect between Israel and Egypt. And then Egypt came to Israel and said, "Give me the Sinai Peninsula, I'll give you peace." Israel said, "Let me think about it." The USA said, "I'll give you $3 billion a year if you agree." Israel said, "Done." Now you want to renege? Israel gets back the Sinai Peninsula. Egypt will react. You have a war. You're going to create a war. You started it. This one, you started. And then you're going to say again, Israel started. No,
I'm not
you,
against all wars. Like
it's your,
what gave you that
all
impression?
the children that will die is because of you, because you reneged on your agreement. You caused it. The USA will be,
No, because
yes,
like
yes,
I
yes.
actually don't even know on net, right? Like all the children that Israel's killing currently. Like I don't know whether that would increase or decrease if this action was taken. Like if we were to stop sending arms to Israel, maybe it would decrease, right? Like that's actually where my intuition heavily leans.
You're going to create a war. People will
If we stopped
die.
arming them, then they're not gonna. There's a lot of logistics that go into that, right? Like they don't just magically get all these arms. We send them to them.
No, no. Israel makes a lot of its equipment.
So let's. Yeah, and like Egypt can make their own too, but whether or not, like, I'm just curious, right? When Israel declared in 1947-48 that, and they just superimposed their borders on top of Palestine, and then Palestine resisted this invasion. Like, who do you think was in the right there?
Look, we can go down these rabbit holes. I don't think that's productive. The question is, how do we resolve it? I just showed you that your solution is actually dangerous. That's not.
I don't think that's substantiated.
Look, you're
Like you have a
reneging.
hypothesis. You have a hypothesis about that. I don't know if that counts as.
But you know what?
substantiating it.
You know what? I'm fine with that. Fine. Hands
You
off.
could have an intuition one way. I'll have an intuition the other
That's
way.
fine. If you're completely hands off, if you're really hands off Israel.
I'm not.
Wait, you're not?
I'm not.
So I don't understand. What's your?
I'm not hands off. Well, I'm hands off in terms of like arming the.
Fine.
It seems like.
Fine. Then don't.
Like imagine if there's a school, like in your analogy. Let's just make yours like when the two kids are arguing or fighting. Let's make it more analogous. Like there's one kid. He's clearly the bully.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just give him weapons so he can like beat his victims worse.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Wait, there is a bully who's much stronger, and what? Why would I be hands off?
I mean, it seems like Israel is the bully in the scenario. We're arming them so they can just beat the Palestinians even more, like bomb them to death even more.
Wait,
Like,
but
if it's a school kid example, you're not only siding with the bully, you're like arming them so they could like do more damage.
Hold on.
And then you're saying, oh no, if we don't do that, then they're gonna go and bully someone else. So like we have a deal with them. Like,
No, that's
we're
not
like
what I
protecting
said.
Egypt.
That's not what I said. But look,
It
okay.
seems coercive.
Hold on. Let me understand your question. So you had a question about a theoretical bully in school that is bullying all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So you're asking, what should I do? What are you asking?
I mean, would you in that scenario would you arm the bully if they said, look? We
I'll
better do
explain to you.
this,
You
otherwise.
don't have notice that there's bullies in school. There's no bullying outside of school. Did you notice that? There's no bullying on weekends. How's that? How does that work? How's that possible?
That's cap, my guy. That's cap.
What? Did you notice that there's no bullying outside of school? Bullying is if bullying comes with school. School is what creates bullying. Bullying is not a phenomenon. It's not a natural phenomenon. There's no bullying in hunter gatherer
There is.
society. In hunter gatherer society, there's bullying.
Hello.
Okay, if you want to talk about hunter-gatherer society, I mean, technically you could class
Hello.
as like wild wolves as
Hey, what's
hunter-gatherers.
up?
And they always bully like runts or those that are
Lobotomy.
different to them or with disabilities.
Lobotomy.
Okay, I'm just gonna first name
Lobotomy.
these two.
Wait a second. John.
Also,
I'm sorry, I'm on
go
my
on.
phone. I'm having trouble to mute people. Who's the?
Um,
Okay, we got him. No,
Give me a
sorry, I'm
second,
on my phone.
Unovnu and Zero, if you would like to have a conversation, we can move to the veganism room. But there is already a conversation going on in this room. So
Also, Mr. Slave, there is also bullying in work environments, not just school. And you also said that it was just exclusively schools that it happens. It's not. It's just a direct trait of
I would
schools.
say, as
So
far as I know, bullying is a phenomenon in two places. As far as I know, only in two places: in schools and in jails. There's also in families. So yeah, inside a family there is bullying, and in schools and in jails. I don't think there's any bullying anywhere else. I never heard of bullying in work environments. Never heard.
okay, why do you think most workplaces are required to have a harassment policy then?
No, I think that's more like sexual harassment. When they say harassment,
No.
so
Harassment can mean like verbal harassment, physical harassment, and sexual harassment. There's multiple different types of harassment.
I never heard.
Harassment via media.
Look, I never. We see school shootings. We see people sometimes
Uh-huh.
killing their family. Certainly, there's shootings in
Uh-huh.
jails and there's murders in jails. I never heard.
Mhm.
Almost never. I mean, it's much less statistically likely to have a murder in a workplace. I'm sure there is other phenomenon, but statistically speaking, the phenomenon of bullying is related to schools, jails, and family. Probably in that order. Probably in jail there is the most. In schools there is second, and there is also in families. But I don't
Okay,
think.
jail, I wouldn't consider that bullying, considering, they kind of go, make shanks and stab each other. I don't think kids are making shanks out of sharpened pencils and
Right.
plastic from their pens. I don't think they're making shanks like that. Like there's sure, and you can also bring up school shootings, but that demographic is largely only within North America and especially just America. Yeah, you could maybe find school shootings that have happened in other countries, but I mean the last school that was ever threatened by via knife or weaponry in general in the UK was about 1986, I believe. So that demographic again is only really put towards America in
Yes.
general
No,
because
no, but
they
I'm
have very
sure.
loose gun laws.
Yeah, but there is school. There's bullying in British schools, and anywhere you have a school, without looking at the statistics, I'm sure there is bullying. And the same goes for jails, and the same goes for families.
Oh yeah, I know. I personally went through a school that had a very big issue with bullying. However,
Hmm.
um, I think you're excluding a very big factor in that. It's just the fact that kids are assholes. I mean, they've not got a very mature
That's not
mindset.
true.
It's going to take them a while to
No,
believe that.
I can,
No, it is true. It's going to
I
take a
can
child
disprove
a
it.
while to believe that you can't just base
I
a.
can disprove
Okay, disprove it then.
because there's no bullying on weekends. There's no bullying outside of school. Once you leave school, the bullying stops. The bullying, same for jail. You leave the jail, the bullying stops. And same for the family. You leave your family, the bullying stops. So
if your family's bullying you, you might want to seek. I don't know if you're venting, but you might want to seek a little bit of professional help if your family, if your own family is bullying you and making your life a misery.
No, I'm just saying, statistically speaking, obviously there is child abuse. I didn't invent the term child abuse. I mean,
Well, child abuse is different from bullying.
fine. Bullying in jail is also called shanking. So, or rape.
Well, no, shanking's straight up murder and assault.
Fine,
Murder and assault isn't
fine,
bullying.
fine. These are just terms, but people in schools create tension. Jails create tension. Families create tension. So I'll give you my analysis. So the reason why why schools create bullying is because you're forcing children to be in school. If you didn't force children to be in school, then they would just walk away from the bully. But because children are forced to be in school, they can't. Now there's a limit to how far you can run away from the bully. You always end up meeting again the bully, so he ends up being able to bully you. And the same is for jail, and the same is for the family unit. So you cannot run away because of the way we treat children as babies. We force them to go to school, and we treat adults, we force them to be together in the jail system, and we force children to be with their parents even if there are child abusers. That's how we create these phenomenon. Anyway, I believe that's why I believe in hands off. So the nature of children is not to bully each other more than the nature of adults is to bully each other. If you force them to be together, you are creating the bullying phenomenon. So look, in Israel Palestine, so you could say these people are forced to be together, but actually no one is, as long as no one is forcing them to be together.
Yo, can I just quickly hold you there because I've got to get off my PC because I'm gonna go for a jog. By the way, if anybody wants to watch, I'm gonna be joining back in the veganism room for now. Goodbye. Although Mr. Slave, if you want to catch me up on any different time, like maybe tomorrow or so, I wouldn't mind speaking to you then.
Okay, catch me. I'm around. Okay, I'll see you around. Shoot me private.
All right, see you all. Hope you have okay, yeah. I hope you're all having a good rest of your afternoon. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye. Anybody else wants to pick up the discussion? I think I'm gonna try and join maybe Destiny's server, unless somebody wants to have a discussion here. No one wants to have a discussion. All right, I'm going. Goodbye. I'll be leaving soon. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. This is where you get practice with segues. This is how you practice. Sorry, whoever Slave interrupted you. Yeah.
Hi.
He's all right. So you said you do a tech job. What is it? Do you share publicly what exactly do you do in this tech job?
We build apps for whoever wants them. That's basically it.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Slave. How's it going, buddy?
Terrific. Does anybody want to debate? Oh, I'm streaming on YouTube. Does anybody mind?
No, I don't mind at all. What's up, bud? What do you want to debate about?
Israel Palestine.
This is pretty funny server to go into. Talk about it. What's up? What do you want to talk about?
Whose side are you on, and why?
I am not on either side. I'm purely a historical archivist. I like to look at the the aspects of the history, and both sides are, I think, both morally wrong.
Hmm.
How about you, buddy? What do you think?
I think Destiny's wrong about Israel.
I mean, most of the time he is. You should see some of the shit that you should see some of the shit he messages me. It's even worse.
Oh,
I'm back.
Would it be possible for you to get me on a one-on-one debate with Destiny?
Not possible now.
Hmm.
Like possible as in like it is a probability of like 0.001.
Why?
It's like finding the
Not
tooth
very
fairy.
because he's not. I mean, like the man barely has enough time to get in private calls with his friends or anyone he likes to talk to, let alone debate.
Yeah.
Like if you like, listen, buddy, hit his email up, his business email. Like
Send him an email.
I think
I would
especially
just
Israel Palestine wants to move past it too.
yeah, I will say specifically this topic is maybe not the best one if you want to get into a debate with him about Israel Palestine. But if you just want to have like a conversation about his mind, it's always a good idea especially if you have like a show or a stream. If you're very upfront, like, hey, I'm an up and coming streamer, or I'm just somebody who's trying to get into the scene. I would love to have a conversation about this, and that. You have a chance as long as you're persistent about it. And yeah, but
It
I would say
helps
the chance. Okay.
if you're a hot girl with BPD.
It does help. That is that I will say that is the one in that is the one in that I got. So
What is BPD?
big pussy disorder.
Yeah.
What? What
Or
is
best. It depends on who you ask.
Wait, best what?
Big pussy disorder. It's when you
Yeah.
were born with an abnormally large vagina.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
He's a big fan.
Of large?
It's not.
It is for him. He loves it. He loves
it. He loves it. He's fucking huge.
No
That's why he
way.
only gets with girls with BPD.
That doesn't make any sense.
Is a huge democratic cock, and it just needs enough space to fit. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got the Biden cock.
By the way, I'm streaming.
You got the box.
Wait, listen to this. I'm streaming right now live on YouTube. Is that okay?
I didn't care when you said it the first time. I don't care the second time. You're good.
Oh, okay. Here is the link to my current stream if you want to see yourself. Anyway, so you think that Destiny is wrong about Israel?
I think that Destiny is wrong. I mean, like it depends on what is your definition of wrong. It's kind of a broad statement.
I mean,
where is he wrong?
Okay, he's. Let me. I'll say this. So, do you remember when Destiny debated vegan gains about veganism twice?
I did a few of those.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's been many, but yeah, sure, yeah.
The last time, as far as I know, the last time that's available on Vegan Gains channel, so Destiny lost. Right.
Is that true?
Wait, hold on. Say that again. I'm so sorry. I got distracted.
The last debate that Vegan Gains has on his channel debating Destiny on veganism, Destiny lost.
And how do you now my question is, one, how do you determine that? And two, how does this relate to your original statement that Destiny is wrong, or Mr. Mr. Benelli is wrong about Israel and Palestine, or specifically Israel? How do you where do you get that correlation?
So I believe that the two are extremely correlated because.
Are you vegan?
What? Am I vegan?
I don't know. Being vegan and Israel are very correlated.
Not being vegan, but losing to Vegan Gains about veganism.
Okay. Okay. So
If
now
that's
that
true, if he lost to Vegan Gains, I would agree with you. That
Yeah, I was gonna
he's
say,
like super
that is-
dumb and shouldn't be worth listening to. But I don't know if he lost.
I also would not say where in the debate do you think he lost? How about we start there? We have to peel back. You're coming in a little bit hot, buddy. Got to peel it back a little bit, all right? You're making a statements. Where are these statements coming from? Let's start there.
I mean, I was listening to the debate at least once, maybe twice, maybe more.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I
so
think at the end, Destiny didn't have a proper response to the question of name the trait. He didn't name the trait. He couldn't name the trait.
okay, so for let's just assume somebody in this call has never watched the debate. The traits of what?
Name the trait that if I wouldn't know how to repeat it. Let me try. So name the trait. Basically, what's the distinction
Pick a
between?
thing,
Yeah, pick a feature.
a thing that makes humans more valuable than animals in order to justify killing, slash raping, torturing, whatever.
Right.
Um,
So why do you?
Destiny says human conscious experience is his thing.
Yeah, that is his answer. So you don't agree with that?
It's not me don't that I don't agree. I mean, obviously, all creatures. I mean, Destiny keeps talking to his cat, so obviously, Destiny believes the cat. And then Destiny was
Okay. Okay. So
Talk to
so
my cat.
what we're gonna not do is we're not gonna assume that because somebody speaks to an animal that they think that that animal has the same level of conscious experience as they do. I speak to my dogs and I know they're dumb as a stump, and I know that they don't understand they don't understand what the world is, what anything is. They don't understand it. They will never be able to. Their brains don't have the capacity to.
But then the
But
problem.
also talk to them.
But then the problem becomes there's retarded. There's
Mhm.
children or there's
Yeah.
humans who have.
Most of them are retarded.
Yeah, but there's some humans who are dumber than cats. So or dumber than
But
cows. So would you eat them?
Okay. But those people can still understand that they live in a planet, in a solar system, in the world. A cow can't.
No, but some
A cow
Yeah.
will never hold on. A cow
Wait.
will never in their entire existence understand that they are on a farm, understand what they're eating, understand why it is that they eat, other than maybe they're hungry. But that's just something that happens because of their body, not because they understand what it is that they're eating or how they're eating it.
No, but
They can't abstract and they can't think of the past or the future or other
no,
things. This is
no,
like a
but
lot of things.
no, but some humans are
No?
dumber. Okay, given a human who is
Do you
dumber than a cow, would you
Okay,
eat
but I don't
a
believe
human?
that that's true.
If they were
The person
so
has to
disabled that
be
they weren't
yeah.
conscious,
Yeah.
then yeah, probably kill them.
No.
It would be fine to kill them.
Oh yeah,
You
I
don't
mean
have
like
to kill them.
Oh, so you.
yeah,
But
I'd
Destiny
bite the bullet on
didn't.
that one too.
Destiny didn't say that. Destiny
What
didn't
did he
say.
say?
Dude,
He
biting
didn't
bullets
bite
is
the.
so fun.
He didn't say,
Yeah.
yeah, let's eat retarded children. He did not say that.
Oh, hold on. Eat and kill are different things. Because
Wait,
you could kill like you kill a shark. Not all the time do you eat a shark, right? No, you kill there are animals you kill. You don't eat.
no, but the question is,
Yeah, I feel. Wait, can you get sick from eating humans? Because like that would be my
Yeah, you
reason to
could.
not eat like a super
that's
heavily
but
disabled
the
person. Would
question
be my
was
thing.
an ethical.
Prions,
Look,
baby.
we can
The shark tastes good
watch
though.
we can watch the debate and analyze it in real time, but Destiny lost. Destiny could not name the trait.
Okay. So he lost
Okay.
because of a single. Okay, so you think that the entire debate is based upon one's ability to prove what it is, what differentiates, or what is more important about humans than an animal.
No, it's not me. I'm just saying, and this
No. Hold on.
I mean, I think that's true.
You are coming in and you're saying he lost the debate,
yes,
right? So you are assuming the position of somebody who believes he lost the debate, correct?
yes,
Correct. So that means that you do believe that that argument was so crucial to the debate that if he were to not be able to answer it, he would lose it, correct?
no.
Okay, so then why are you hanging your hat on on a point that you don't think causes him to lose the debate?
No, he lost the debate
Okay, and why?
because he doesn't because he gives credence to the question. The question, and this same question leads him to misunderstand the Arab-Israeli conflict.
Okay, now I would love to hear this. Go ahead.
No, otherwise
Is
you
this
have,
like an argument for him just like having a low IQ?
otherwise you
Is he like the disabled people?
no. I'm saying the question is invalid. The question assumes
What question?
name the trait. It's a question, right?
Okay, that is a question. Yeah, sorry. I was just, you were jumping between topics. I didn't know what you're talking about.
Name the trait.
Uh-huh.
If you agree that the question is valid, then you need to be vegan. Then you,
Why?
if you can, what do
There's
you
a whole
mean?
dialogue tree
If
to
you,
run down. There's a whole dialogue tree to run down, and once you get out of the dialogue tree, he thinks that you're being inconsistent. It's just like all the other like vegan debaters.
Oh, okay. So it's like you have one thing that's a little like okay. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. So you say exactly. So you agree with that? You agree that that's how you're taking it?
I'm not taking a position.
Okay? Hold on. You cannot come into a call. You cannot come into a call.
Wait, there's two of you.
And say something affirmatively.
You speak together. I can sometimes I cannot hear
Oh,
either
sorry.
one. So speak one at
Sorry.
a time. Mhm.
Yeah, Jesse, you go.
I was just I actually have no idea what I was saying, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, I also lost my train of thought, but yeah. So you're assuming that he lost because you're saying that you're asserting that because of something, right?
Yes.
You can't say you don't have a position. You can't say you don't have a position when you do have a position, right?
Yes, I have a position. My position is
Okay,
that
we're getting somewhere.
name the trait is invalid. That's my position.
Okay.
But
Okay, so you think that question itself?
Benelli
Okay, hold
did
on.
not invalidate the question.
What?
Benelli.
Why do you think that name the trait is an invalid? If you're gonna justify veganism, that's like the only thing. Like if you're gonna agree that there are no trait differences between humans and animals, then how do you make a case to kill them?
I invalidate the name the trait. It's an invalid. It makes an assumption that I disagree with.
Okay.
What would be a
Okay,
better argument to support
And
veganism?
hold on. That's the good one first. And also, what is the argument you disagree with? Because you're just saying there's an argument you disagree with.
No. Name the trait makes an assumption.
Okay.
And
that assumption is?
It's invalid.
And okay, no, stop. What? No, you cannot keep doing this. You can't just keep saying something, asserting it without.
assumption?
Yeah. What is the assumption? Please.
Before I answer the question,
Okay.
that assumption.
That we don't know. By the way.
Don't know. I'll give it to you in a second. Has seeped into everyone's brain, including Destiny.
Okay.
And that's why Destiny is wrong about the Arab-Israeli conflict. That's why we need.
That's so. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay, so the assumption is it's very deep. Name the
Okay.
trait. Name the trait. And other people have pointed out why name the trait is invalid. I'm not saying anything new. I'm just gonna.
Okay. You don't need to tell me this. Just tell me what the fucking argument is. Okay. I'm getting sick and tired of you walking around the bush. Please.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what's it called? I have to go to work now, Marceline. I'm gonna send you a friend request, and
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
you guys have a wonderful debate. Hopefully, you guys come to a reasonable conclusion, and good luck with your stream. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good night, buddy. Take care. Love you.
All right. So the reason why name the trait is an invalid request is because you're telling me to name the you're asking me why I am not eating humans, as if I could ever eat a human.
You could.
No, I could.
You could eat a human, right? Like physically, it's possible to eat a human. Physically, you could.
Yes, but like.
Okay, there you go.
I could eat a human and end up either in a mental institution or in jail or both or executed.
Okay, you're talking about the legality, and that's not what that.
It's not just
that's not what we're talking about.
It's not
is it?
just the legal. That is exactly what we're talking. It's not just no.
Oh, okay. So
no.
Okay.
This is as deep as you can think. This is how deep this is. This is as deep. There's no deeper thought.
I feel like I'm talking to Norman Finkelstein.
I think I'm losing my mind, but continue.
No, Norman Finkelstein is completely he never says anything. But here we go. Okay, so look, when you ask me to name the trait, it's as if you're pretending that it's that we have a choice if we want to start,
Are we talking about eating people?
Please
I'd eat a
stop. Please,
person.
wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Please let him. I've
he's
been
taking too
struggling.
long.
I
I'd
know
eat a
it's been the
person.
past. It's been the past 15 minutes. It's been the past 15 minutes of this. Please let him assert a opinion.
So
I'm listening to you, buddy. I'm so sorry for these rude interrupters.
no. So the point is morality or legality, both the moral system and the legal system. No one created them. No single person.
They did.
Excuse me?
Like, what do you? I mean, like, it was philosophers, it was people who created what we deem as morally or legally wrong, right? So it was people.
Yes, of course. But it's no different.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's no different than how that no one decided the definition of the word one or two or cloud, right? No one decided English. English evolved.
Who then? Okay, so no one person. I see what you're saying. No one person has decided these things. Okay.
Right. No one person created English. No one person created mathematics. These things evolve. No one person.
Sure.
No one created science. Science evolves. Morality.
Because of people.
Fine.
Right? Because without individual people doing the research or doing the things, that is how things evolve or change, right?
No.
No? Okay.
No, evolution is its own thing. It's part of the fabric of the universe. Evolution
Okay, so you think that no matter
languages, morality evolve regardless of human.
Wait, hold on. These are human concepts. How the fuck would they evolve without human interaction?
Just let him try. Please don't try to engage with any point because he will take 30 minutes to get back to his main one. So continue.
The point is, name the trait assumes that if I can change this system called morality / legality that evolved, that no one person can move an inch, can budge. You can. I mean, you could try to create a movement that will create. Yeah. Maybe it will. Maybe it will not change anything. Most likely, of course, it will.
In the modern day, it would not probably change many things. Sure.
The point is that name the trait, it means nothing. It's the reason I don't eat humans is not because I woke up one morning and I decided that I thought in my mind, name the trait that distinguishes humans from cows. There was never such a thought. I live in a society, and society evolved, and society and society.
I know. Society.
And society.
No, don't worry. Keep going. Please keep going.
And society evolved, and part of this evolution is the morality / legality system, and part of that is we don't eat humans. We eat cows.
Okay, so that hold on. Let's put a pin right there. The morality and legal system. How did those come to be?
They evolved.
Okay, can I also put a pin in it because I just really want to talk about like the cannibalism aspect of this. Do you think if you feed people certain diets, it gives them a different taste?
I don't care. Why should I care?
Well, okay, you're arguing a lot of things generally. You specifically may not care, but you're arguing your. Oh, okay, I see you're saying the topic itself doesn't matter.
The topic is the Arab-Israeli, how Destiny does not understand the Arab-Israeli conflict.
And you've not made any points about that yet, but we're getting there.
Can we get some points on that one?
No, don't worry. You gotta give him some free time. Give him a little bit. Gotta form his point.
He's taking all the time. I want to hear from Delegata or Axel. What are your views on this?
What is the things he's talking about?
Mr. Borelli, Axel, you are a fantastic moron. Let's shut the fuck up and let Marceline answer these questions for Mr. Safe. Okay, you're a fantastic moron.
Oh my
okay?
god.
Okay,
Mr.
so okay, so for one, I guess as Steven's resident defender here, like this. For one, he doesn't even respond to my DMs, and I still have to defend this bitch ass. But two, I would say the most important thing about understanding Steven, understanding the mind of somebody who is trying to understand and rationalize somebody's thoughts, is that they will have to engage with them. You say that the fact that he would even engage with these notions is wrong, correct?
I don't understand.
Don't go dead.
I didn't even know you're talking to me. Are you talking to me?
Who in the fuck else would I be talking to?
So I have no idea.
You just sat here for like 30 minutes. Okay. So you said that it was because of his he engaged with the topic of eating a human or whatever it is, right? That means that he does not understand other things, right?
Yes.
That was kind of your claim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So when engaging with somebody like Stephen or myself, I like to allow the person and give the person maybe their point. Like, hey, okay, I can understand that. Cool. Like, so you say this, this, and this, and maybe argue their point, not for them, but at least try to understand where they're coming from. Because I'm not talking about the specific point. I'm talking about maybe the morality or the thought process behind it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, could you not, do you not think that him engaging with the topic or just trying to, rationalize in his head that's okay? You think that makes him unable to engage with Israel Palestine? I'm just trying to. By the way, I'm not saying that you think this. I'm just trying to understand your points because you had a little bit of spreading points around. So
my point is that Stephen lost the debate with Vegan Gains because he doesn't understand that there is no morality. That morality is just
okay. There we go.
It's just us living in a society. There's nothing.
Not again.
There's nothing.
I'm gonna kill myself if we live in a society one more time. Holy fuck, dude.
No, this is very
okay. And hold on, Mr. Slave, please, Mr. Slave. Why do you? Okay, I keep asking you this, and you keep like not answering it. How do these things come to be? The society just came, like just appeared out of the blue, like a Minecraft like pillager, like a Minecraft pillager base, just like raiding somebody. Like, how did these things come to be? Evolution, right? But how did people evolve? What caused that? Would you say humanity? People?
Evolution just means
And evolution happens how? How does evolution happen?
We do there is pressure, demographic pressure, and the best.
Which is what? Hold on. The demographic is what?
The population.
Who are the demographic? People. Right. So that means that it's what's happening. It means that morality and legal systems are based off of who?
Right. There's
the people, human beings.
Yes.
Okay, and you said these things are just innate things, like no human-made morality, no human-made this. But you just said yourself that it is actually humans that are making morality in society, right?
No, I didn't say they're innate. I say they're arbitrary. Morality is arbitrary. That's the point. Morality is just like the word "one" means one. That's an arbitrary. It's an arbitrary sound. The sound.
You can say this for everything. You can say this for everything.
Yes. The laws of morality are arbitrary. Now, the English language is some optimization of communication.
Made by who?
No, we don't. It's by thousands of years.
Millions of people. By people, right?
Thousands of years of trying to communicate, languages evolve.
Who was communicating?
Wait, is it monkeys who's doing this shit, or is it like humans or some wild stuff? Oh, real shit?
No. Let me specify. Human language is humans. Other animals
and then
have their communication. Bees communicate. Amoebas communicate. Every creature communicates. And the method of communication has evolved. The amoeba, there's no dictionary that the amoebas go look up how to communicate. It evolved, and they understand it.
But okay, to my understanding, the amoebas are communicating because of neurons and like reactions they're having with other like amoeba, correct? Like it's not like
Amoebas,
they're actually communicating with one another.
amoebas don't have neurons. Amoebas are single celled. Neurons are brain cells.
Okay, so thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. So you're telling me that these things are reacting why? They're communicating with one another to such a. Would you say that the communication levels of amoebas are the same as the English language?
They're similar.
Again, I'm just trying to. Okay, I don't want you to feel like I'm trapping you. By the way,
No,
I promise you, I'm just trying to understand your. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that you don't think I'm trapping you.
I don't understand what you don't understand. I'll honestly say it. Because like you're asking me questions about the nature of evolution, and evolution is like it's a solved problem. I'm assuming evolution.
It's a.
What?
Okay. So the reason why was because you were saying before that it was like morality, like legal system. They're like humans had nothing to do with them, right? But what I'm trying to like slowly peel back is like it's because of humans that these things have happened, right? Not in like correct. You agree with this, right?
I don't. It's like saying because of amoebas, the communication between the language between amoebas evolved. I don't know.
No.
This is
No,
not the same at all.
those are not the same at all, right? Like I would argue that maybe if you said the communication between like a primitive life form, like a previous version of ourself, right? That is maybe more comparable as a comparison, but I would not say that I agree with your assessment. No, I don't.
Let me say. Let me say this. Let me say this. Maybe.
Hello, person.
Let me say
I
this.
just had to make sure my mic was working. GG's.
All right, peace up, buddy.
Let me say
What's up?
this. Maybe this will help. So
Oh, I'm so excited.
when two morality systems fight with each other for survival, so by means of two groups of people, one group follows one morality system, the second group of people follow
I understand the situation.
second, and these two fight for survival. Sometimes one group eliminates the other, and the morality system that survives. And that's how.
Right.
But that's an arbitrary. It's just the survival of the fittest. It's just an arbitrary survival. We have that morality system that survived arbitrarily.
Oh.
Hold on. How do you survive? Hold on. How do you survive? You survive by being the best
No.
of everybody else. There
Not
is no
not necessarily true.
arbitrary-
That isn't okay. Hold on. I will say that is not necessarily true. There are probably been parts of history, and there
You can
are.
find instances, but there's clearly, obviously, generally, if you are the best, you survive
Yes, I
the
agree.
longest.
Best at what? Best at surviving.
Best at surviving.
It's
Best at
it's a
surviving. Yes.
tautology.
It's not. What are you fucking smoking on? Well, fuck
That's
you
what
think
you're
we have
smoking
Homo
on.
sapiens instead of Neanderthals because we were better. Homo sapiens better than Neanderthals, therefore humans. Fuck these Neanderthals. Okay, that's why we fucking smacked them bitches up. Why? Because we were better than them at everything.
Neanderthals is probably the opposite example to the one you're suggesting. Neanderthals' brains were a third larger than ours. They were probably much more
That is
ethical.
one aspect, but societally they were fucking dog shit because we were way more than them.
No, we don't know
Therefore, we
that.
won.
No, we don't know that.
No, we do know that. We do know that. We do know for a fact that the reason why they died out was because they didn't have enough food around them because humans were
Don't
fucking just
know
eating all the
that.
food.
We don't know that.
So
do
wait,
know
I thought they died out via interbreeding between humans.
So
No,
they didn't.
they died
No,
out
no,
because
no.
they didn't have enough food.
I do believe. Hold on. I do believe that those two things are both true. I don't have a citation of this, but I can hopefully look for one.
Imagine.
But I do believe both things are true.
Let me give you an example. Imagine Neanderthals used to believe that they were very what do you call it when you love the other more than yourself? Altruistic.
Selfless.
Selflessly altruistic. Imagine the Neanderthals
same thing.
were extremely selflessly altruistic. And they just said, you know what, these poor humans, just like we humans, we say the poor polar bears and the poor whales, the Neanderthals, they said the poor humans, let them have the planet. Imagine that. So they were more ethical in, like in progressive terms.
In this imaginary world, yes, that is. In this
fucking weird world, yes, true. There probably maybe think like that. In this,
that is, yeah, sure.
what does this even prove?
Anyway, look, the point. Look, I don't
Anyway,
get
yeah,
off
don't worry.
topic.
Just move past that one. Yeah, just move past that one. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
I think we stabilized. Like, do you have any questions about? Right. So you understand that morality is arbitrary. Do you agree with that?
No, it's not arbitrary. Morality is
I don't
arbitrary at all.
Wait,
I don't agree with you. I understand your person. I understand what you're trying to say. I just don't think that maybe arbitrary is not the right word. I don't know. How could it be arbitrary?
Because it's whatever species survived thus far. Like 75 million years ago, it was the dinosaurs, and arbitrarily.
Hold on. Arbitrary means based on random choices or personal whim rather than any reason or system. Obviously, there's a fucking reason and system. That's we want to survive. So we try to make a system and give a good reason to survive and keep on surviving so that we can go on. That is not arbitrary. That is a specific fucking reason to do anything. That is to survive. Why survive? We fucking fuck to have children so we survive. That's not arbitrary. That defies anything that is to do with arbitrary.
Hold on. Delegalata. It's going to be a little bit difficult to talk to two people. So, Mars.
I will tap out for a little bit. Don't worry. You got it.
Can't handle that.
So, wait, you're both moving out?
Oh no, I'm not moving out. I'm just gaming. Don't worry about it. I'm here.
Delegalata. Do you wanna take over?
All I say is that you use arbitrary in a incorrect way. You say that anything we do, like language, is just arbitrary. No, there's a reason for why we evolve language and use language in this way. Well, there's a reason we want to communicate better. Why? Well, because we can then survive better. Because then I can say, hey, human over here, can you do this for me? And he won't just look at me like a fucking retard and say, go fuck yourself, because he didn't understand what I was saying. So I create a better system of language so that we can communicate better.
Did you choose the word one to describe the concept of one?
And not again. Not again.
Dude, this is not arbitrary. We reason a system for why, because we want to survive. That's not arbitrary. So, arbitrary is me saying Google lala, and then you say alalulu.
No.
And there's no reason for us to say it, and then we can't communicate.
No.
Me picking the number between 10 and 11 and then deciding, well, what should I place my bets on? And I say 10.5. Like, okay, that's not the choice. Okay, it's arbitrary. I can just choose. I don't want to win.
Look, okay. I don't want to have a semantic argument about the definition of
what.
You have nothing but semantic. You use arbitrary wrong. You don't understand what the fuck is going on in the world. You say society just evolves because of evolution. You don't understand how humans work. I mean,
let me ask you. Okay, Mr. Lata, are you a vegan?
No, thankfully not.
Okay, then name the trait. Why are you not vegan? Name the trait.
Because humans found out that eating meat was way more energy efficient, so we reasoned that, well, we eat meat, so that's why we have a bigger brain, supposedly. It's because we started eating meat. That's also why our colon is so much smaller than compared to other great apes.
Name the trait.
We didn't need a colon.
No, my question is ethical. Name the trait that distinguishes a cow from a human. Why don't you eat a human? Name the trait.
The reason why we don't eat a human, there's a good reason for that. Because we don't.
Name
society wouldn't evolve in the way that we want.
Name the
that is
trait.
Fucking, what are you smoking on? What is this fucking? I want to kill myself.
It was the question that Vegan Gains asked Destiny or asked Stephen, and the vegan versus in the vegan debate. So the
reason is that humans have a fucking brain that can reason that we shouldn't just eat each other because it's not beneficial.
Name the trait that distinguishes.
You're not getting anywhere. You're not getting anywhere.
This trait shit is fucking irrelevant to anything you're saying. I want to kill myself. Listen to what trait? What trait doesn't matter? The reason is humans have a big brain that allows us to reason things beyond our own capacity sometimes. Cows don't.
Wait, so
big brain.
Look,
not big brain.
Look, I'm asking you an ethical question. ethically, why don't so ethically would you eat a human? Ethically, legally, would you no ethically would you eat a human? Why don't you eat humans? Why are you not eating
Because
humans?
it's not beneficial.
What?
Wait, because I can see, oh, if I eat another human, nobody's gonna like me. Oh, I don't eat humans, therefore. Because nobody wants to be eaten, right? That's a pretty fucking normal thing. Most humans don't want to be eaten. Why? Because we have this innate desire to survive. First and foremost is survival. So we want that. That's the ultimate thing we want. So since we want to survive, we don't fucking eat each other, because if we start eating each other, somebody don't want to be near me. And I'm a human, I need to be in a society. I need to be a close other human. Nobody will want to be with me if I'm eating other humans. Therefore, I cannot survive if I'm not around
Very
other
good.
humans.
Very good.
Exactly.
So it's just right. It's just and why right? You
Give him a second. Give him a second. He's reloading.
But there are societies that do eat each other, right? Cannibalistic societies have existed.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
No. You have to bite the bullet on that. Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Yeah, but they reason that, at least there's a good reason for that, why they do that. They don't just like, oh yeah, let me just eat a fucking random human.
Well,
Like, no,
sometimes they do
they
that.
have a
But
procedure.
What if
They're
your
like, okay,
answer
what
is
if we eat
different
another
than that,
human?
though?
What
What
if
if your
like-
answer is different?
Yeah, like religious reasons.
Yeah, like
It doesn't change your position, though. I mean, you could just say you don't eat people because you don't want to, because people in your society don't like eating people. That's a good justification. But yeah.
Right,
I
but
don't know, but what if it's even different than that? Like,
no, it's good enough. But the question is, why don't people eat other people? Why not?
He just said it.
I gave a fucking whole lecture on this shit.
yeah,
What do you
he
mean?
gave you a reason.
What was the
I'm gonna
reason?
kill myself.
What was the reason?
He just said one reason could have
I'm
been like an evolutionary reason that like we don't want to eat each other because like the goal of a species is to keep moving forward and reproducing and living, and if we started eating each other, then that goal probably wouldn't be met as good as it has. So that's one reason why people probably don't eat each other. There's also probably like cultural and societal, but yeah, it's
Me personally, I'm afraid of prions.
So true. Hate the queers.
That's like the only reason. And I guess like there's more risk of disease transfer. I'd try a human.
It's probably ethical to kill someone who died, right? That could help with starvation.
To eat somebody who's died.
Your audio is
Yeah,
awful.
we died like a car crash.
You gotta fix your audio. I have no idea what you're saying.
Are you on your own mic, Shaw?
Oh, maybe. Can you guys hear me now?
No.
We can hear you, but it just doesn't.
Terrible echo. It's like you.
I'll connect me.
It's like you're speaking through a hose.
Sounds like a guy who's been captured by ISIS or some shit like that, trying to communicate with us. I'm like, can't hear him.
He's in the field, guys. Don't make fun of his mic. Man is literally in the middle of being abducted.
Man is actually on the front lines in Ukraine. That's why his mic is so bad. So understandable.
Actually, yeah, it is understandable then.
It's good. I mean, basically, what that's the response. Basically, that Destiny should have given. It's because we live in a society, but Destiny didn't give this reason, and he lost the debate.
No, not that we live in a society.
That's why he lost.
That's why we are all living in a society.
Destiny lost the debate.
Joker pill.
I'm losing my mind. I can't.
How have you not ended yourself at this point? Like, I want to fucking.
I've been playing. I don't know if you can see my stream, but I'm playing Minecraft and I'm having such a great time. I'm having a great time, buddy.
Ooh, you got a shield.
What rationale are you
playing modded.
What reason did Destiny give us?
Diamond armor.
He didn't.
Destiny
lost the debate to Vegan Gains. It's still up on Vegan Gains channel. The debate with Destiny.
Was it just Vegan Gains? What was Vegan Gains basically saying? Like, oh, if you can eat animals, then why can't you just eat people? Was that like what it was?
No, he did not have.
It's not a good point.
To name.
Why not?
Because there's many reasons why we don't eat humans. One of the reasons is human consciousness, and there's many other reasons. But
what about animal consciousness?
I mean,
My
that's
mic
like
They don't
cut
have.
out.
No, hold on. We've gone through this before. Animals do not experience the conscious level that I give a fuck about. Simple as that. A cow will
Bro.
never. A cow will never understand that he lives in a world, what he's eating, why he's eating it, where he is, how he is, what he is. He'll never understand that. So I don't give a fuck if he's dead.
Human supremacy all the way. Fuck these animals. They're retarded, and anything we can.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why we're the top of the food chain, right? There's a reason why we're top of the animal chain.
We're not on
But you
top
can
of the food chain,
you
actually.
can extrapolate. I mean, I haven't watched his fucking vegan debates because that's probably brain rot. But you can extrapolate his position from like watching his abortion debates that he had like last year. It's that he values human consciousness. So like he wouldn't say you can eat a human that has human consciousness that's like alive, obviously, unless they consent.
But then
he would say
then
that if someone's brain dead, hold on, if someone's like a brain dead vegetable, he would say you could eat that person. He would concede
Is
to
it,
that.
is it
That's
more
his
moral
position.
to eat a stupid person than a smart person?
Probably
not. Well, yes, because of what we just talked about, the conscious experience, right? Like if that stupid person is unable to experience consciousness, then then. But normally, smarter people experience.
Okay. Going
We gotta
back
go
to
back.
the Arab-Israeli conflict, the
Right.
Israeli, the Israeli.
It's always
Holy
the average GGG call. The
Oh.
average GGG call.
What it started off with.
Yeah, this is what it started off with.
What about
Okay.
Muslims false?
So,
Tortellini.
so Mr. Bertolini, what's his name? Bertoloni?
Mr. Mussolini. I think it's Mussolini.
Wait, he's Italian. So Destiny's Italian.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But like, okay, I will say, like, I feel like you're just being purposefully stupid in this conversation. Like, there's no, you have to be doing that because you said you're streaming, right? So you didn't tell that to anyone else. So everyone else on this call, just let you know, he's streaming.
Whoa, what the fuck? People are going to think
Ignore
I'm an actual cannibal.
No.
I mean, there's nobody watching.
I
Don't
am
worry.
an actual cannibal.
Okay.
We're not cannibals. We are anti.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Well, Marceline said that you're being purposely stupid. So does that mean that I could eat Mr. Slave?
I think you could. Honestly, I would venture to bet that you probably could eat this man, and I would feel no remorse.
But you know that's my fantasy, to be eaten by a beautiful woman.
I got you.
I didn't say I was beautiful.
I am. Don't worry, I got you, buddy.
That was smooth.
Mr. Slave, if you want to have a knee-jerk reaction at one of his debates, just look at his incest debates. That'll get you going.
Okay, fine. But the point is, he didn't. Right. That's why he lost. He lost because he.
I'm sure he said that in another debate. Him and Vegan Gains have had tons of fucking arguments, and it's always brain rot.
Okay.
Vegan
Anyway,
arguments are
going back to the not Arab. You shouldn't say Arab.
Going back to the main topic.
The Gaza Israeli conflict. Every time it's different names. Like it used to be the Arab-Israeli conflict, then it became the Arab-Palestinian conflict. Now it's not. Now it's Gaza.
Do you know why? Do you know why that is? Do you know why that is? Do you know why it's changed? It's because the people who are in the conflict have changed.
I know.
It's almost like it's almost like the name of conflicts change when things change in the conflict.
Oh
no, Marceline, it's evolution. Have you thought about that one?
Oh,
Society.
fuck. I didn't think about it. We live in a society. Fuck.
Because we live in a society.
There's nothing I can do. Like I totally forgot about the society aspect of that.
You
Fuck.
forgot, Marceline. How can you
I'm so
Western
silly.
Marceline, you forgot the society aspects of this argument. Come on now.
So
anyways.
So Destiny,
I'm listening.
He keeps proposing. I mean, today last night he started changing his mind. He's beginning to understand that his solution is a boilerplate solution, the two-state solution.
Which is
the two-state solution.
What do you think is the solution?
You really need to talk about Israel-Palestine. I found the cannibalism debate so much more interesting.
And no, he's not. No, it's because he's using the cannibalist debate to like somehow, I don't know. I'm waiting for him to tie these two in together. But he said, and I quote, that it is because of his vegan debate with Vegan Gains that he does not understand the Palestine-Israel conflict. So I don't know how he's going to tie these two together. I have That's why I keep saying, guys, wait, let him talk, because I'm so intrigued as to how the fuck those two things have anything remotely to do with one another.
Edging this entire. You have been edging this entire
I've been
time.
gooning this entire time. It's crazy.
Yeah, you've been like, oh, fuck, come on, give me that. Oh, I just want to.
Please tell me how the fuck this has anything to do with what you're talking about. Please, one. I'm gonna die.
I feel like this is one of those shows where the road to get there is much more exciting than the reveal.
He's just retarded. Like, I mean, like that's probably the honest answer.
Just let
But
it go. Just let it do your thing.
All right. So
yeah, just say, let's go. I'm ready for everybody.
Okay. So wait, Destiny proposed the two-state solution, but then there was this guy that Destiny was watching last night, the guy from Israel who's from Hebron, whatever, who's going to show him around, and the guy said,
he's packing up for right now.
yeah, I mean, everybody keeps he's packing up. Okay, everybody keeps saying the two-state solution. So the gamer comes along and studies this topic for months and comes up with the drum roll two-state solutions. Like dummy dum dum, you're not coming up with anything new. Like bring something new to the table.
Honestly.
Why does it need something
I
new?
was gonna say, like, honestly, I'm so sick and tired of this like stripper like thinking that they have any like right to talk about such a huge issue. Like Destiny, I can't believe, like, who even is that? Like, just some small gamer, small time guy.
No, but the point is, I'm saying you can drum roll Destiny, the biggest intellectual of the entire last 2,000 years, Mr. Destiny. Let's hear what he has to say. Drum roll. The answer is literally what everyone else has been saying for the past 100 years, the two-state solution.
So maybe that solution hasn't happened yet. So maybe that solution should maybe be seen.
But
That's
everybody
true. Like,
keeps.
that
Everybody
makes a lot of
keeps-
sense that they'd say that.
But everybody keeps.
Because they want that solution. Like, what do you mean?
But everybody look. If everybody keeps proposing the solution and all you're getting is wars, then maybe that solution is not what you're looking for. That's what Destiny.
Hold on. But the reason why is because hold on. The reason why is because the solution has never been actually seen. It's never been actually seen.
I just quoted Destiny from last night. That's what Destiny said about himself. That's what Destiny said.
Okay. You're confusing the word solution. There's two different senses of the word solution.
Oh my god.
A solution can be a desirable outcome, and it can be a strategic way to get to that outcome. What people mean when they say the two-state solution is they mean this is the desirable outcome. Nobody has a solution in the sense of like a strategy about how to get to the two-state solution. But those are two different things. That's what Destiny means when he says he supports the two-state solution, is that he wants that outcome.
Like 2 weeks ago, I heard him say that he doesn't think a two-state solution could or would happen. So it's not. It's not like
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he keeps offering that as his solution. He doesn't offer anything else.
I don't think so. I think I've heard him ask like on Piers Morgan or something of like, what is your ideal solution for this thing? Like, what would you want? What do you think the best thing would look like? And he says like two-state pretty much. But when asked if he thinks it'll actually happen, I've heard him also say that he doesn't think it'll probably ever actually happen.
No, you're right. He is not proposing how to get there. He just says this is what I would want to see.
I mean, and how many like different theories on what would the ideal outcome like how many theories do you think there'd be on what that ideal outcome would look like? Like, does it really the two-state solution seems like the easiest, most ideal outcome?
And also,
like, what else do you think could possibly be proposed?
I was gonna add on you, Power. You said earlier that he had done research and sat there for streams and streams and streams, and this is what the solution he came to. So he came to a solution or resolution based off of research. Okay. No. I'm sorry. Tim is just like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
So what would you rather him do? Come up with arbitrary ideas that he may think like fuck
Yes,
it. I mean, the Palestinian
that is
people
what
should
he
do like the
thinks.
boogie. Do the boogie with the Israeli people. Like maybe they'll bust it down.
He wants
No,
to say
he
something
should, you know what he
different.
should do? He
Is
should
what he's
just
saying.
listen to society. Okay, have you thought
Oh
about
fuck! Damn it! Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of the Israeli people not shooting the boogie bombs over at Palestine. Like fuck! Like why isn't that the solution? Like I mean, like yeah, there are solutions that he could have thought of without researching it, or he could have just like thought up in his mind. But he took the time to research it, and you don't like it because he came up with the idea that is also, just so it's clear, with the research he did, he came up with the solution that everyone else has, and the Palestinian people don't even agree with the solution. So seeing the issue here, buddy, or are you just gonna move on?
No.
You got to think about society.
Fuck, I keep forgetting the society part.
Exactly.
Has the two-state solution evolved, or was it invented by humans?
It was invented. It was actually.
by society.
I think it was actually. It was
happening
actually
in
invented by
evolution.
Stephen Banal.
It happened in a vacuum. It didn't. A society didn't happen in a vacuum. Honestly.
I think it's honestly. I think what you just said was very arbitrary. So I don't think I like it very much. Just saying.
Anyway, so this so Destiny,
I'm listening to you, buddy. Don't worry.
So Destiny feels that there is a problem and it needs a solution.
Wow. That's a crazy thing to take.
Wow.
And how did hold on. Can you please give me some citations on how you came to that conclusion? Because that is pretty fucking crazy.
But let me finish.
He evolves to that
Let me just finish the sentence. But Destiny.
Okay, cool.
But Destiny is wrong.
Oh.
Shit. Oh, wait. If you say that, then evolution and society is wrong. So boom.
Yeah.
You see,
yeah.
See, there is no problem. And if there were a problem, it would not need a solution. Because the English language
Okay,
the English
cool.
language is not there was no problem.
Dude, you've read I don't even know, do you know who Wittgenstein is? Have you ever read him? I think you'd appreciate some of his books. I think you're getting lost in like your rabbit hole, but it will clarify some things for you.
Everything for me is clear. I'm trying to.
I could tell.
We know it is clear for you, but you're struggling to communicate.
I'm trying to communicate
for us,
clarity.
Can you please evolve? Can you please evolve the English language so that we can understand?
No, I need to devolve.
Mr. Slave.
I need to think.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That we have to devolve in order to understand you.
So
that does make sense.
You see, Destiny feels that.
I'm sick and tired of these liberals and their feeling.
Anyway, we don't need to discuss Destiny. Let's discuss the solution.
True.
Hold on. What were you gonna say? I want to know so bad. You said that if there is a problem, then that inherently means that doesn't need to be a solution.
No,
because the English. What were you gonna say?
Destiny believes there is a problem.
He doesn't know.
Destiny believes.
The problem is that words don't mean anything. They're all arbitrary. So
that's just because
So a solution is a solution can be whatever we decided.
Destiny.
Yeah, like solutions are also based off of evolution, and like they can evolve. Like
society. Come on now.
Destiny believes. I think you see, everyone believes there is a problem.
Everyone.
Exactly, but if we just evolve a different definition of a problem, then there will be no problem.
If we just think of a problem as a solution instead. Oh my god!
Instead of a problem, there's a ugulu. That's the.
Yeah.
So you're gonna evolve the definition of a problem just so that you can say that there isn't much of a problem.
Honestly,
you're just kind of downgrading what is actually an issue.
I am king of the languages and society and evolution
and evolution.
Rape is only a problem because we say it is. The moment we say rape isn't a problem, then the problem of rape is gone.
Just also, have you ever listen? As a woman, we just need to evolve to just not be raped. It's just that simple. Like, why haven't we evolved for that? Like, it's just that simple.
I think
haven't. It's crazy.
What I would say is that you need to evolve to like being raped. It's a bit different.
I mean, that's so true.
That's so base. Come on now.
Anyway.
Okay. Also, I do love that this is the average Destiny hater, not hater, disagreeer. That evolving the English language to just disagree with Stephen is so crazy to me. We are literally changing. We are literally changing definitions to specifically disagree with Stephen Banal. Which, listen, I do that all the time. Listen, as I said, I like some of the things that I've been.
Marston, where's your dictionary? Come on now, where's your dictionary?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, literally.
Mr. Slave, are you a Jordan
sometimes I'll DM Steven things that make sure that I'll change definitions just to make him look stupid. And, it's smart to do.
You'll be like, yo, Steven, can we talk about this? And instead of writing that, just say fuck you and I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah,
and he's like, he has to be like.
That's the issue.
Yeah, he's like he needs to like evolve beyond.
Okay,
I think has he ever considered evolving? Because I don't think anyone like
okay.
everyone in this call
finally.
for a moment. Can you please just consider evolving? Thank you.
Let me prove to you there is no problem.
Okay, cool.
So we'll do it by negation.
accept
So
that.
you prove to
Okay.
me that there is a problem.
No, whoa, 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 whoa. You just said you're gonna prove to me, so I'm waiting for you. And then after you've proven to me, I'll go right ahead. I'll start listing up all the reasons.
I actually posted in chat the collapse, and here it is. It's society. And
let me see
this is I've worked really hard on this, and I'm very happy
Damn.
with
Okay, so damn, you must have cited a lot of sources for that one.
Damn,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you were tired of being
trust
so
me.
stupid.
No, let's assume there is no problem, and you prove to me that there is a problem.
Okay, so I
Okay, so
have to
then
prove it. I have to prove La La Land exists. Okay, awesome. I can start doing that for you.
You prove there is a
Marcelin,
problem.
in this graph that I posted, is Mr. Slave a Peter Griffin level or a Brian Griffin level right now? I'm not sure. Like, what is he? Peter?
I think
Joe?
he's Quagmire.
I think
I think he's the. I think he's the explosion emoji in the middle.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about this.
I think he's the explosion emoji. I think that describes him a bit more.
Anyway, so
Anyway.
if you cannot prove that there is a problem, then the proof is complete.
Okay, awesome. So
Anyways, just follow this
imagine
and then I'll be wrong.
Imagine if I did this in like math class. Like, 1 + 1, there's no that's not a real thing. I don't think it exists. And as a matter of fact, there's no problem there. The solution is actually 1 + 1. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
His argument is like that, like it's like an axiomatic fucking starting point where he's going to say that it's not a problem because whatever his axioms are, they're not being violated, so it's not a problem. So it's all like subjective.
To be honest with you,
No, that's way too complex.
I think
it's rage bait at this point.
No.
At this point, I think it's called word vomit.
No. If you,
I think he's one of these European meta bros.
There's no way he's taking himself seriously and actually thinking.
I think he is. There's a lot of like meta bro debaters out there that just want to.
He's been here for an hour and a half.
To the meta to try to.
An hour and a half. Wow.
Wait, that means I've been here for an hour and a half, dude.
You've been here for more than an hour and a half. You were in the call talking to me before this man even joined the call.
Let me scream that I've only spent an hour and 30 minutes here.
What are
Why
the
would you
chances?
think? What's the matter with here?
What are the chances that
What's wrong at
Destiny
Destiny's
comes
Discord?
into this room?
Very, very low. He's currently packing. As a matter of fact, this fucking bastard has not responded to my DM. Fuck my bad.
He's enjoying being here long enough before a brave Hamas soldier takes his life.
Yeah.
I think the chances of
Mr. Slave, if you stay here long enough, he'll join. Just as long as you stay here, he'll
Yeah. Just stay in the call as long as possible, like day in, night out.
Why don't you go visit him? Go to Israel right now.
Well, actually, he's not there yet. He is currently he flies tonight. But
he has to go there early so he can join Hamas. Like he has to
I
don't know, like sign the charter or whatever.
I think that's what he's actually tasked with to go.
Yeah.
I think he's the mediator.
So
his Hamas deployment is crazy.
Are you going to prove that? I mean,
no.
Just this.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. I'm eagerly waiting for you to prove that it is not a problem.
There is no problem.
Okay, and I assume you're stupid. So unfortunately, I don't agree with any. I'm sorry. It looks like we're at a stalemate, buddy. I love you so much, but our assumptions are just too far apart. I think for us to be able to.
You guys need to evolve closer.
Yeah, clearly we're not evolving as much as this guy is. Fuck.
Yeah, no one's evolving at all here.
He's evolving as he speaks. As he speaks, he evolves.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess if you mean being retarded and evolving is.
No. It's because he's society and we're cows, and therefore.
No.
Yeah, he's actually just eating us in this debate.
Wait. So Destiny keeps complaining about homonyms. So you guys cannot use ad hominems. You actually have to.
Oh, if
I mean,
Steven complains about it, I'm gonna do it more. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
But that is
what?
more of a reason for me to
Also,
do
I haven't
something.
said- what have I said that's an ad hominem? You just said I want to kill
Also, he's
myself.
okay with ad
Who said
homs
an
as
ad
long as
hominem?
like we allow ourselves to be ad homed as well.
Ah.
Society
Anyway,
level. Yo, Axel,
so I'm
you're
asking for
society.
something so simple.
I'm society build.
You know you're not. No, stop. Don't say that. Don't say you're asking for something so simple. You just like your reality is not the one anyone else lives in. So that's fine.
He lives in
But
this
like,
reality.
listen, if you want to live in Candyland or La La Land, whatever you think is like where solutions are the problem themselves, and that you can just say things and therefore they are true.
Okay.
Listen, that's awesome. I love your world, but it's not the reality that anyone else lives
I'll
in.
make it simpler.
He wants to live in the reality where Gru fought with
I'll
the
make it
RF
simpler.
in World
Yeah.
War II.
I'll make it simpler.
Yeah. Oh, please do.
I'll make it simpler. So, right, you all believe that there is a problem so much that when I say,
I know.
tell me about the problem, you think I'm joking. Fine. Because
No, I think you're retarded. I think I think you're retarded. I don't think you're joking. I think you're genuinely retarded.
No, the real problem is the cat is smoking salsa. That's the real fucking issue.
Yeah.
Okay? It needs to, like,
Yeah,
evolve
that's
to, like,
so
smoking.
true. Hold on, I got another one for you.
Wait a minute. It's because
Barely did it.
it's because
Come on.
you have been
Mr. Slave, can you please watch this on? Okay, hold on. Can you please watch what I just sent in chat in stream, please? Because that's what I want you
I
to do.
need you to take a picture with your ass out and your back bent
I just
in
sent
with
it in
your
the chat.
pussy barely peeking through from a low angle with your face in it, winking.
It's boring. Let me let me say something. So you have the way I see it is not just you, but this entire planet. 99.99%
Okay. Yeah, make it broad. Fuck it.
on the
Planet,
planet
you mean society, right?
have
Society.
been brainwashed to believe that there is.
Oh, really? Now.
Well, okay, hold on. So you're saying that because something is happening that other people agree is a problem, a majority of people agree are a problem, right? You were saying earlier that strong ideas are the only thing that keeps things alive in society, right? That the only thing, that languages, they only evolved because people were stronger. So if we are all a stronger number than you, that means that your idea is a de-evolution. You're actually far past us. We're actually trying to like help you evolve into your next chapter of your life. And as a matter of fact, there's a really, really good. I live in Canada. We have really good doctors here. They can help you out.
No, that's so good.
Stop.
We can help you out with finding your next path in life. And I think that it would
We
be a
know where
really
the
good job
path is.
opportunity.
Okay. Concentrate.
Okay.
Brainwashed.
I'm concentrating.
We love Canada.
I just want to think. Just think about this statement, okay? If the whole world was fucking brainwashed, how am I not supposed to believe that you haven't been brainwashed into some shit either?
Because we're
Because he's here. He's a martyr. He's a martyr.
He's evolved.
He's a martyr. He's a martyr of solutions. Let him speak his like he's the modern Jesus Christ. He knows so much more than us brainwashed plebeians.
No,
No.
there is no possible solution because there is no problem.
There it is. Okay, hold on. You cannot just keep doing
Except
this.
that there is a fucking problem.
You're
and
not.
just
You're not.
supposed to
Okay.
look
No.
fucking stupid that You don't understand that it's a fucking problem.
He is not serious. He's been laughing this entire time. I'm loving this troll. I think you're really funny, and I think the fact you're streaming it in DG's community is really funny. But you can not continue this joke when you are like. I don't believe you. You believe in anything you say. I believe you are arguing in bad faith. I like how you started this call off, by the way, with saying, "Could you please get me in a call with Steven? Like, please, like I want to get in a call with Steven." And imagine if I had messaged him and be like, "Hey, like, there's this really interesting person who wants to have a conversation about Israel Palestine." He says yes, and then you say, "There's no problem. The solution is what? There's no solution because there's no problem. The solution is the problem."
No, there's no.
What do you think he would say to that?
The word solution is.
What do you think he? What do you?
The word solution is irrelevant when there is no problem.
Oh, okay. So fuck it. Words are now irrelevant because things are not there. So does that hold on? Is the number 1 irrelevant because there's 0 of a certain item?
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Because like you were saying it's irrelevant because if one thing is true, right, then the other thing is irrelevant. That's what you said, pretty much, right? Like if there's no problem, then solution is irrelevant. So if I have one piece of cobblestone,
Solution.
right?
I'll
But
let me phrase it even more.
don't say simply. Don't say simply because
no,
you are
more,
speaking in another language right now.
No, even
speaking
even more. I would say unexpectedly, and that is solution is undefined in this realm because there is no problem.
Okay.
The word solution is not relevant.
Okay, so
it's undefined. It's
hold on. So let me get this straight. Okay, so the
solution to a
problem is just
non-problem.
the problem
Hold on.
is
A solution to a not problem is undefined. It's not even an empty set. It's
oh, okay.
You
I think I'm getting it now.
so everyone in the world is trying to solve a problem, but it's not. It's undefined. They're trying to do something undefined.
Yeah. Which is unbelievable, right?
Which is the problem?
Oh, okay. So the problem is people are trying to answer something that is unanswerable.
It's very similar. Notice the
like-
similarity.
It's
to the
like Miss. I actually
not to the
get it
vegan.
now.
There's no way you're going to say to the vegan debate. There's no way. There's no way you're going to correlate that back.
No,
name
hold on.
the
Mrs.
trait.
Straight is actually. I'm actually.
Oh, there it is.
I've reflected. He was right. But there we go. He's
Because there's no problem. So that means like the current debate that we're having isn't a debate because we're not debating. There's no debate to be had.
No, there is a problem. The problem.
Whoa! What? My reality was just shattered. You just brought me into a new world, and now you just took it away from me. What do you mean there's a problem? You just told me for the past 3 like.
Well, the whole planet has been brainwashed. That's a problem.
Oh, okay.
So then how are we supposed to believe you?
Well, as I said, he's Jesus Christ.
I need to pull Benelli out of this brainwashing.
The Roman people, please listen to me.
Deprogram
Benelli. I am the speaker of God. I know all, and this is
listen. I am Finkeldick. Listen to my role. Society and the society we live in is in brains, and cows eat people. There we go. Yeah.
So the problem.
You know what? I think
the problem.
Stop. There's no problem.
There's no problem.
No, there is a problem.
I feel like
What's the
I'm
problem?
talking to
You got a problem?
No, I'm
problem
talking to
is-
Jesse Peterson right now.
It's in another realm beyond
on.
what you think is the problem.
Oh,
Get there.
okay. Okay. So, okay. So, is it in the Aether dimension? Can I get there? Can I get there in this mod
It's
pack?
in a dimension
No,
beyond.
It isn't. You're right. Actually.
You're gonna have to evolve your mod pack. You're gonna have
Okay.
to
What
evolve
about?
your mod pack.
Hold on. What if I go to the astral? What is it? The divine. I don't know the names of all. What if I go to the halite
Astral
dimension? Would it be
cow.
there?
It's
Would it be? Would it?
beyond all.
You know-
Any other conception you can have. This is beyond.
You know how you know what you did? I think that you'd be a good hold on. You would be a very good Pokemon game like storyline like teller because I think most Pokemon games are pretty much describing exactly what you're talking
He's
about.
talking like my fucking legal history books right now. The fuck I don't know.
Imagine. Hold on one second. Imagine what I'm saying. Imagine.
I'm waiting.
Imagine a universe in which what I'm saying is true, and an entire planet.
I can't.
Hold on. An entire planet. Hold on. An entire planet, with the exception of one single person, has been brainwashed to believe in something. In the fact that there
Well,
is.
then you know what I'd tell that person.
Let me ask you a question. There
Okay.
used to be an Arab-Israeli conflict. Has it ever been?
Are you gonna go back to the name change? Are you gonna go back to the name change because it was the Arabian League, right? It wasn't just like one, and now it's Palestine because it's just Palestine.
Has that been resolved?
Yes, I guess because the Arabian League is no longer alongside the Palestinian people, so I guess the Arab versus Israel conflict is.
When was the Arab-Israeli conflict resolved?
Oh God, guys, get the dates out.
Hold on, I'm finding the books that he's citing right now, so I'll just.
Oh, I think I think he's citing like Pokemon, the Unova, like history of the Unova region, Sinnoh's backstory. Because he's imagining different dimensions. Like, is Mega Evolution one of your dimensions?
So Destiny would.
He only has terrestrialization.
It's actually a quote from Destiny. Destiny would agree that the Arab nations figured out over time that the Israeli nation is here to stay. It's very strong, much stronger than all of them combined. That's the way it was on the first day. Now we're 1,000
not on the
years
first day.
later. So the Israeli nation is 1,000,000 times stronger than all the Arabs combined. So the Arabs are like, this is not going anywhere. So the Arab
They said that
nations-
actually.
So the Arab nations slowly but surely are coming around one by one, and sometimes a bunch in a shot, but they're coming around and they're saying, okay, if these guys are here to stay, let's at least make the most of it. So the Arab-Israeli conflict, the way I would define it, it was never a problem. It was never.
Oh, okay.
It was never resolved. It was never a problem.
Have you ever considered writing books? Like, because I would like, I'm a history major. I would love to use you as a citation because I could just say anything and cite you and be fine.
You could just cite your esoteric, evolved generational societal knowledge.
Either that or use him as a citation to use anything.
Any argument I want to make, I'll just use you as a citation because I think you'd probably agree with me.
And then let me ask you another question. There used to be an Israel-Palestine conflict.
Currently is.
No. Right now we have the Israeli-Gaza
No, there's not.
conflict.
Okay. Okay.
I found all the books that he's citing.
So okay, hold on. So when like Berlin was kind of where the Nazis were kind of like situated, all fighting. Was it not a Nazi Germany issue? It was just like a Berlin fight.
I have to go wee, so I'll be back.
Oh, that's okay. Go take your little wee, buddy. It's okay. Have a fun time in the.
All the books that he's citing. These
what's that?
These are some of the books that he's citing. A collection of books right here. Come on.
Oh, okay, yeah, and
it's real. It's like real.
The first book title, "The Problems Equal Solution."
Yeah, like look, he has like the astrophysics books and like he has like all the books, bro.
He's good.
Like,
Fuck, I mean, like I can't even fight against his arguments. They're so good.
Dude, I just pulled out all his books. Like you cannot find Mr. the Slave guy. Come on, now. Finkeldick up in here. Come on.
Imagine you think that you are in a sticky situation, right? And you're in a problem. You're in a problem situation. If you just consider that as a solution, you're good. Fuck it. Like you got your arm chopped off. The solution was your arm was getting chopped off no matter what. So you're good. Just like with that line of logic he uses, I think that I can justify.
Yeah, he's Terrence Howard 1.2.
He's truly a mind unkept by the shackles of society. And honestly, I have to respect him for that. He's so cool. I've had to deal with him for an hour and a half, by the way. So if you guys have, like, for those who are just, Axel and I have had to deal with this fucking bastard for so long. I've
evolved.
Before I started this call, de-evolved. I was honestly a homunculus compared to who I am now.
I think I'm already de-evolved.
Well, yeah, obviously, because you're brainwashed by the people to think that this is a problem and not a solution. Duh. Are you not listening to our martyr? He came to the DGG channel to tell us, to warn us that we've been brainwashed by Stephen Benelli.
Oh my god.
And society. Like, guys, you guys gotta.
To be honest,
I think I'm siding now.
I think his retardation is evolving. I think him being so stupid that
I don't think English is his language. I don't think English is his first language. I think that's what I'm.
I don't think
I am back.
I think he's an alien. I think he evolved his language to like understand
feeble-minded creatures. Like, have you thought about that?
I think
he's
I think
speaking
he
creeper right
evolved
now.
from being stupid to even dumber.
I think honestly, the enemies in my Minecraft world have more conscious thought than he does.
Wait, what?
So I would be more willing to eat him. I'd be more willing to eat him than the enthralled dram cracks I just killed.
Wait, do you have any questions?
Oh, a lot, but I'm not gonna go into all of them. Like for one, like where did it all go wrong? Where did you first start to become autistic? Well, have you been diagnosed yet?
Birth.
Yeah, clearly birth, but it's okay.
Dropped on his head in the womb. It was crazy.
You know, he was strangled in his womb, and now he's become a martyr.
The umbilical cord made you autistic.
Wait, so
Wait, who am I insulting
want
right
to
now?
ask me a question?
Mr. Slave. You know, Mr. Slave said, and I quote, "The Israel-Palestine issue is not a problem; it is actually a solution." So, I mean, fuck. No, he didn't say that.
Are you
Actually,
gonna
I just
put
made
the
that
word
up.
final?
No, what
before
he
it, or,
said is
like,
that
what
there
are you
was no
whistling
problem
for?
and therefore there's no solution, which is fucking stupid.
No. There's no problem. Therefore, it is a solution.
Let me ask you this: if you're not sick
Uh-huh.
and you take medication, do you expect the
Uh-huh.
medication to solve the sickness that you're not having, or do you expect the medication?
Well, if you think you're sick, if you
hold on, or do you expect the medication to actually exacerbate?
But that's under the
Why?
premise.
No, wait, hold
That's
on.
under
Why
the,
would that happen?
Okay, that's also under the premise.
Tyler.
That's almost under the premise that our sickness is not real, right? Like you
like
also
saying if
said,
you-
and okay. By the way, Jay Weird, you're not understanding. This guy does this all the time. Every single one of his arguments is just, "Can you please enter my La La Land dimension where what I'm saying makes any
I'm just
sense?"
saying
And
that's not
then
even how
one.
medicine works. Like that's clearly retarded.
Well, oh no, don't worry. If this is the most retarded thing you think he said, it only gets worse.
Oh
It
no,
truly only gets worse.
trust me.
Or
I
better,
have,
depending on how
I
evolved
have
you are.
no depth,
Yeah,
no
true.
bottom depth of the amount of retardation I think can be mustered.
I'm not even sure. You need to be like devolved or evolved to like
No,
understand.
he also
what
said that
necessary-
evolution is not something that humans have anything to do with, and it's just something that happens. It just
true.
Yeah,
from society.
Yeah, obviously, it's not just like constant trial and error
Well-
and evolving to like make those things happen. That's not what
Mo-
evolution is.
Also,
That'd be
morality and the legal system is arbitrary. Why? It is.
Oh, because a bunch of old white dudes just made rules up.
Fuck
That's
it.
exactly how laws all
Yeah,
happen
that's why
everywhere.
they literally just said, walking your dog past 9 o'clock, that's fine.
You know,
Fuck
we
it.
shouldn't murder babies just because I just don't feel like it anymore.
Yeah, like that's probably why they made the laws. They're
Before
like,
that,
you know what?
everybody agreed
I'm not
that
up to it
having
anymore.
babies is just fine. Like you could just take
It's
a
just too much
baby,
work. It's just too much
you're
work
just
to
done
kill
with
them.
it. Yeah.
But you remember,
No, like you're like, I'm kind of hungry and this thing's a lot of food.
but the Inca used to murder babies.
How many hunger bars? How many hunger bars do you think the baby would give me?
Okay, now can you list out like 700 civilizations that didn't murder babies? Wow, that's crazy.
But that's the point. It's just that our civilization triumphed, and
No, I think we've all come to the understanding that like murder is wrong for most people. Almost, like that's almost an innate
you're
deal.
wrong.
you have been
You're wrong. Clearly you're wrong.
brainwashed.
Because
Clearly you're wrong.
society-
Wait, so we've been
society-
brainwashed into thinking that murder is okay.
Yes, you're.
Oh
Let
my
me make
God,
this
you're
case.
right.
So you
Murder's
you
so
think
base.
He's
that
a
we've been
martyr. He's a
brainwashed
martyr. No, he's a
into
martyr. You
thinking
don't
that murder
understand.
is a-
You don't understand. He is the martyr trying to come to GGG and unbrainwash us plebeians. He comes to you, my Roman people, my brethren. I tell you
No,
that
you're
not
wrong,
only
dude.
is
No, I'm Italian. Stop. It's too real. Stop.
I'm also Italian. I got you.
Guys, it's okay. We have been brainwashed. It's okay to murder
We
people.
have been.
Yeah.
We have not been. He's trying to society pill us,
Especially if they're
because we've
different
been like
colors than you.
adults.
That's what I heard.
So
Yeah, if they disagree with you, that's even more of a reason to make sure. Also, your name is
If they're
Mr.
brown and
Slade.
you're not, you should be in a holy war. That's what I was told.
Ooh. I hear an enemy I need to kill.
You don't hear
Holy
anything.
fuck.
You're delusional.
what-
You're
I am.
paranoid.
I am.
I'm actually surprised
You're suffering a schizophrenia attack
your
right now.
reaction. I thought you would all say, "Wow, thank you for enlightening us."
Oh no, we are. We're so thankful. We're so uncultured and we don't understand it.
Thank you for enlightening me. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
You feel so much better.
Retarded people are.
I've never been able to
like
understand the mind of. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, no, like
used
I
to be
used
functioning?
to be like functioning. Yeah, like my brain used to like function, and after this, I'm like, I think I'm society now. Like kind of like how Tiny is Israel. Like I'm society,
Yeah.
so Like, if you're not, yeah.
You know, you're right. I am Israel.
Yeah, you
Honestly,
know what? I'm society. You're
that
Israel.
that is real.
Notice.
I'm just saying.
Notice.
That is real.
Real eyes.
Notice.
Real eyes.
Notice that I asked.
Ladies with gentle hands.
Notice that I asked you
Ladies
for.
with gentle hands.
I asked you for simply showing me that there is a problem, and you still.
Yeah.
How many bodies do you need to have piled in a street for there to be a problem?
Yeah,
At
I was
least
gonna
three.
say that
It
earlier
doesn't matter.
too.
That's an arbitrary.
There's no
hold
wait.
on, that's an
Okay, what's the
arbitrary
problem?
question.
What's the problem?
Corpses
What?
aren't
Cleanup
bad.
crew?
They're actually
Cleanup crew? What's the
aesthetically
problem, huh?
pleasing. Like
What-
more
what's the-
graveyards is
Arbitrary.
actually good
That's
for
an
emo
arbitrary
people.
number.
The
It's
only
an arbitrary
issue.
number.
Yeah, for one, it's arbitrary, and for two, the only issue is what a cleanup crew. That's not a problem. That's their
No,
job.
let's take fine. So you're claiming. Okay. I'll take it. So you're claiming. Let's do a body
I am.
count. A body count is.
What's your body count?
Is the evidence
Fucking less than one for sure.
Mr. Slave, what's your body count?
negative?
I knew it.
Negative.
Do you have you? Oh wait, have you been fucked then?
people.
Okay.
He's like stealing.
You had
He's
a
stealing
body.
souls.
Yeah, that's basic suck.
Hey,
Okay.
it's
Just taking it, girl. I love it.
He's
Oh, sorry.
taking souls.
So your name is Mr. Slave. I don't want to assume. Gentlemen,
No,
you are
Mr. Slime
doing it
definitely
so
takes
well.
from the ass.
Wait,
Anything named
no,
Mr.
for sure.
Slime takes from
One
the
second.
ass.
So
I'm
no
not
one
denying
here.
anybody.
So no one here is curious to how.
I'm still curious.
You already
That's not a
did
problem.
this.
That's not a
Wait,
problem.
you already did
Kill-
this.
It's only
What are we
curious that
curious
I am is
about?
bi-curious. Come
Not a
on.
problem to kill 2,000 people. It's not a
No,
problem to
no
kill
one is
100,000
curious
people.
as to the way I view.
I'm curious.
What do you think about
Okay, wait. Do you want something
niggers?
that's non-arbitrary? That's
Yeah,
just
you're so
actually
funny,
rooted in,
dirty
like,
niggers.
evolutionary.
You're
like,
so
logic?
funny, Kip Dago. You join a call and say nothing other than bye bye, buddy. And your fucking
Like
life.
Mr. Slave, right? Even your whole idea of this premise of this all being like some brainwash shit that's not real. Like you realize it's fucking retarded, right?
Hold on.
No, he's a martyr. You're fucking retarded.
Hold on.
Like if you want better evolutionary quality, you would want
let's
to have like more gene mixing and like crossbreeds between like
Let's
different
have a
people.
rule.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
And then the more people that
What's the
you
rule?
genocide, it's probably like making
I would
the
love to
genetic
make
pool
rules.
weaker, right?
Wait,
I
hold
love
on.
rules. What's the rule you want to make?
1 second. So Marceline, let's have a rule. If you want
Yeah.
to ad hom me, at least not repeat the same ad hom twice. That's the new rule. Are you willing?
Okay. Okay. Well, then hold on. If that's true, I'll agree to that term if you stop asking the same question over and over again and expecting a different answer.
Wait, you have to give me an answer, not.
Oh no, but that is my answer. That is our answer. That our answer is that what you're saying is so retarded that we are unable to physically answer it because one, clearly not as evolved, clearly not able to understand your. And I am. You ask, am I curious? I am curious. I'm curious to how people get so retarded like you. I am so curious on where in your evolutionary chain, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, who was it that has helped you move along this retardation? And I would love to talk to them, at least be able to have a conversation with them to understand how I can
chastise them.
Yeah, to chastise them, so so they can also explain to me.
I retract.
Somebody that taught you something shouldn't be able to reproduce.
I don't like transgender niggers.
Yo, Kip Doggo, you're so funny that you leave calls after you say something really offensive. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Anyway,
what a pussy! How are you gonna join? Hold on.
I need to write that one down. I need to use
How
that
are you?
one.
How are you gonna join a call? How are you gonna join a call, say something like that, and then leave? What a pussy! I've never seen him more. He has more estrogen in his body than I've ever had.
Damn. Fuck, dude. You just actually destroyed him. Holy shit.
Wait, are you guys in my?
I wanted to come back.
What is Kip Dago out?
Retarded is what he is. Yo, is that him back? No, it's Dan. Not fuck. Damn. Come on, Kip. Come back in here and keep saying the N-word. You can, Kip? No. Damn. Electric Cat, what's up? Come on. Yo, I'm waiting for Kip to come back. He joins the call, says like 3 racial slurs, or like the last time he was transphobic, which is crazy. And then he leaves. So I'm waiting for this lovely gentleman to join back in the call.
Well, I think I'm gonna ban it.
I saw the red thing and I had to assist Jay Weird. I had to come up.
I would say it's probably ban worthy. He just joins the call to say that he hates, I guess, people of another race, or he hates people.
Niggers!
Oh boy, there it is.
I think he's 12 years old. I think he's actually like 12 years old.
Wait, where should I go?
think we should neuter
I
him.
know
I
that
think
makes
we
it
should
really
neuter him.
easy if he's just doing that. Yeah.
Where should I go if I
Yeah, like
wanna,
that's what he's been doing.
I want to just have a debate? Where should I go? Which
Into a debate call, and also into another server.
wait,
Yeah,
what?
instead of
No,
putting them
I
in
want
You
to
know why?
speak.
You're not gonna
Wait,
get you're not
literally
gonna get
watching
any
someone play
forward
fucking Minecraft.
momentum, Mr. Slave, with your current argument. You're not gonna get any forward momentum because the majority of people are going to look at you, be
You
like,
should take your
you
arguments
based
to
your
the
entire
streets.
like ideology on some
You
weird
should
like
go
fallacy
out
you
and
built in
talk to
your head.
people and get
No,
perspectives.
you should just go touch
Hi, Electric
grass.
Cat.
Well, but I'm
Mr.
sure.
Slave, you should go watch some porn, touch some grass, have a beer,
If
and
I
just
would
like
Jerk off a bit, buddy. Listen.
yeah, just come back to reality. Like
Come, Lily,
you can
come
find
back to reality.
Let's go.
Just come,
Jork
please. I think
jork
that'd
it
help you out
until
so
you have a
much.
sober mind. Jork it until you have a sober mind.
I think that is actually your best bet. I also think another thing you should also do is write down your thoughts and then read them back to yourself.
Okay, I'm going
and
to
think
go.
how stupid you sound.
Can I go to
Write down your thought and then
Yeah,
write
maybe you
down the
should
one
assume that
thing that
anybody?
somebody could
Okay,
say to you that makes your whole
I'm
thing
going to go
better.
to general lobby 2. Anyone who wants to debate me.
Okay.
You should go to the people's room and try those.
Yeah. Go to the
Unironically,
I'm
they'd be
going
super
to
receptive.
general lobby 2. If anyone wants to debate one-on-one, I'll be there. Bye.
No one wants to debate.
Okay, let's give them a few seconds. Let's see if anybody else comes in. Hopefully somebody will come. A day will come. Let's see. What do I have in my thing? Paste. Oh, no one is joining? So no one actually wants to debate me? Strange. I thought we were having a good time. I guess not. Okay, I think it's long enough. I had a good time. I had a good laugh. I'm gonna quit the stream. All right. How do you leave? How do you exit? Mute, hide. Wait, you can't just leave? Do you hit escape? How do you leave? I don't know how to leave. Let's see, is Vegan Gain streaming? No. Alright. Maybe I'll join my. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, okay, everyone. I hope you had a good time. We'll see you some other stream. Bye bye.